Tonight, turn up your AC for summer's hottest action with World Championship Wrestling. Who will be crowned the First Lady of WCW? Can the Steiner brothers send Doc and Gordy packing back to Japan? Will the ring be able to hold Sting and Cactus Jack? Find out who the real Iron Man is. There's only one way to catch this sizzling slam fest. It's the WCW Beach Blast.
World Championship Wrestling at this historic city located on the Gulf Coast of the United States of America. Rich in United States history. Hi everybody, Tony Schiavone along with Eric Bischoff. All the top superstars are here. Two big title matches, and I know one that comes to your mind, and the interest is the World Tag Team title.
Absolutely, the Steiner brothers, meaning the hard-hitting tag team combination of Dr. Steve Williams and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. I can't wait.
It is going to be tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring in the Executive Vice President, man in charge of Wrestling Operations, World Championship Wrestling, Cowboy Bill Watts. Bill, great to see you. The hard-hitting action, the greatest athletes in the world are right here.
Well, so exciting for all the wrestling fans all over the world. This high-impact, tough contest among a bunch of great athletes. We're starting out with the world's light heavyweight championship, and we're ending it up with the world's tag team championship. I want to say one thing. I always believed in the world's junior heavyweight championship, and now it's so exciting to be able to watch the light heavyweight championship because these guys are lighter, quicker. They have to use more technique than the super heavyweights. Another thing is the Iron Man contest. You know, we're laying down strict rules and regulations, but the fact remains when a group or two individual wrestlers want to settle something, and they come to the table and they say, we would like these stipulations, where they're both agreeing to them, we believe in letting them settle it. But I have a little surprise for those people, because this is an Iron Man challenge, where the most falls, the guy that wins the most falls is the victor. We are gonna ban Paul E. Dangerously and Medusa from ringside. It's gonna be settled between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Rick Rude. I wanna say one other thing. The Falls Anywhere match, no disqualification, anything goes between Sting and Cactus Jack. There'll be falls anywhere on the coast, anywhere in the building. Again, those stipulations they both agreed to, so those rules are all been waived. It's just the best man's gonna win. Now let's hook them up and kick it off.
All right, let's go down to the man calling the play-by-play, Jim Ross.
Thank you very much, Tony Schiavone, and it's going to be a great night, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. Some very unique matchups. It's going to be exciting, no doubt about that, and I'm going to be joined here, ladies and gentlemen, at ringside by my color analyst. In just a few moments, you'll see Jesse the Body Ventura. But we're looking forward to all the great action, including that 30-minute Iron Man challenge, ravishing Rick Rude and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And what can we say? We've waited on it for so long. The showdown. Who is the greatest tag team in the world? We'll find out tonight when Dr. Steve Williams and Terry Bam Bam Gordy collide with the Steiner brothers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you back to the beach. And a typical down the beach for my colleague, Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm not so sure we can get the Body down at ringside. He looks like he's in good hands on the beach here in Mobile. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we're going to kick it off with the Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. We've also got some big news about the Great American Bash coming your way. And for our friends at home, you can vote on the bikini contest via the 900 hotline. We'll tell you about that in the hour as well in this broadcast. Well, I'm glad you could pull yourself away and come join me here at ringside.
Well, Jim Ross, you know I'm a man who comes out to get the job done. I'm pumped up for Beach Blast, and you know it took a lot to get me away from the beach, Jim Ross.
Indeed it did. We got great fans, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest fans in the world are right here in Mobile, Alabama tonight. We're happy you're with us. And right now, let's kick it off. Let's go up to Tony Gillum.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest of Beach Blast 92 is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. It is for the WCW World Light Heavyweight title. Introducing first the challenger. He weighs in at 227 pounds from Palm Beach, Scotty Flamingo.
This will be the first time, the big dance for Scotty Flamingo, the challenger for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. A tremendous opportunity for this young man from Palm Beach.
Well, Jim Ross, talk about how he got that opportunity. He beat a lot of people.
Weighs in at 225 pounds from Cincinnati, Ohio. He's the WCW World Light Heavyweight Champion, Flying Brian.
Flying Brian with a tremendous ovation from the fans here in the Mobile, Alabama Civic Center. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us wherever you are on this pay-per-view spectacular. Referee Mike Atkins has been assigned this contest. One fall, 30-minute time limit, again for the WCW World's Light Heavyweight title.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, Brian Pillman, there you see the belt. That's what they're going after right there, the light heavyweight title here in WCW. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people have taken Scotty Flamingo lightly. Scotty Flamingo is unbeaten right now in the light heavyweight division, and that's why he's standing in here going for the light heavyweight title in WCW.
He has earned his opportunity, no doubt about that. Collar and elbow tie-up. Both men very similar in size. Flamingo with a 2-pound weight advantage. That'll be really insignificant as this contest progresses.
Nope, weight advantage will mean nothing. I think they're both about equal on speed. Flying Brian may have the advantage with aerial tactics, but I think Flamingo's a little bit more vicious when it gets down to it. He's got that streak of meanness in him.
Collar and elbow into a waist lock. Flamingo with the advantage. Pillman counters with a waist lock of his own. And is countered by Flamingo. Pillman into the hammerlock. Great chain wrestling, drop toe hold. Floats over, front face lock. Doesn't have it for long. Pillman countered again into the hammerlock.
And some very, very excellent wrestling moves right there. What you got happening right now is the feel me out process. Both guys tested each other. At some point, they'll start roughing it up when it gets on the line. There you go, Flamingo with a quick elbow.
Drop toe by Flying Brian. Great quickness from the former member of the Cincinnati Bengals. Outstanding collegiate career at Miami of Ohio. Drops a knee right into the elbow.
Miami of Ohio, Ross, ain't that the junior college that you go to before you go to Miami of Florida?
I don't think so. That's
no? Oh, okay.
Mid-American Conference. Great four-year institution, and Flamingo able to bridge, showing great neck strength, being able to bridge out of that pinning predicament. Johnny B. Bad will be the host MC of the bikini contest.
Oh, don't bring that up with me. That's a sore spot with me, Jim Ross. I should be the MC of that. Let's get back to wrestling. We'll talk about that. It's coming up. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Just to irritate me right out of the hole.
Just want to let the fans know that Johnny B. Bad's going to be here tonight involved. Right hand to the midsection, another one to the head now by Scotty Flamingo. Irish whip center of the ropes, but he missed that clothesline. And Flying Brian got him in the crucifix. Oh, he slides down, sunset flip, near fall. And Pillman right in the face of the challenger. Pillman a very, very intense competitor.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scotty Flamingo started the rough stuff first. He hit Pillman with a quick left and a right, but got caught with a beautiful move by Flying Brian. Brian right up in his face with the fist.
Pillman was an intense competitor in the National Football League. Won the Ed Block Courage Award for the Bengals, the most courageous Cincinnati Bengal. In that particular season, he blocks the elbow, but he didn't block downstairs. Flamingo with the right hand, they found their mark. Great quickness by Flying Brian. Hip block takeover. Nicely done. Now going, looks like for a short arm scissors, Jess.
That's right, he's hooked the short arm scissors. What you got here now is a wear down hold. This is the type of hold you got to cinch it on, get it in there, and it gradually, Jim Ross, cuts off the circulation of that hand. Pretty soon you're going to see Flamingo start slapping that hand of his because he's not going to have any circulation from the elbow on down.
Putting a great deal of pressure on the insertion point at the elbow, as you can see.
Look at how he's grabbing the ankle in there for more leverage, but Flamingo with a big...
Flamingo with a handful of tights, almost got a cheap victory, and with a victory comes a title.
Let me tell you something, Jim Ross, there is no such thing as a cheap victory. There is victory any way you can get it.
Well, that's certainly your philosophy, but everyone may not agree with that as Pillman continues to work on the arm, now using the arm bar, still putting a great deal of pressure on the elbow, taking it against the grain. You can see the elbow extended there.
Pillman sinking that arm bar in. Flamingo trying to back him into the ropes. He'll try to fire him off.
Good football block by Pillman to the far side here. And he counters Flamingo into another hip block takeover. Great counter wrestling move by Flying Brian Pillman. Been in so many great battles in this light heavyweight division. Growing up in Oklahoma, saw so many great junior heavyweights. Of course, Danny Hodge comes to mind, former great Olympian and multi-year champion in the light heavyweight division.
Flying Brian taking that arm up and snapping down on that elbow joint. You know, Pillman's got a streak of meanness in him too.
Indeed he does, you're absolutely correct. Stretching that arm now, continuing to mount pressure on the arm of the youngster from Palm Beach, Florida, Scotty Flamingo. And Flamingo grabbing the ropes.
Referee does not see it. Smart move by Flamingo right there. Whoa, he got caught.
Pillman takes him back down, continuing to work on the arm, to extend that, now trying to separate the shoulder, using his feet for leverage, but Flamingo countered, but not for long. Again, Pillman not allowing himself to have to wrestle defensively for any extended lengths of time.
You know what I'm noticing here about Pillman, the champion, that's really impressed me? We all know he's got tremendous aerial moves, but here Flamingo and him down on the mat, doing a lot of mat wrestling, and Pillman accounting for himself very well. But then again, he's the champion, he should.
Flamingo backing the champion into the corner. Referee Mike Atkins calls for the break.
See if he gets a clean one. Ooh, he did, interesting.
Flamingo's left arm is in dire straits here. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects his strategy as the match progresses. Right hand. Irish whip now, the middle of the ropes. Pillman, great counter move into the head scissors, taking him down. Great drop kick.
And look at that, he's got him hung up on the top rope.
Flamingo drops outside on the concrete. No mats out there.
That's right, that's out on the cement. Now, there was no call for that. Flamingo got hung up on the ropes. If Pillman would have truly been a champion sportsman, he'd have never, look at this.
Pillman picking Flamingo off his feet. He's still on the apron. Flamingo not aware where Pillman is, but he knows now. Double axe handle right to the head.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back, Jim Ross. There was no need for Pillman to do that to a very exposed Scotty Flamingo, and a vicious chop outside the ring. I can't believe Pillman is taking the action to the floor. That's not his style.
Judo chop by Flying Brian. Now wait a minute, he's going up to the top. That's a disqualification if he comes off. Pillman realized it once he got there, but now it's too late, and Flamingo takes advantage.
Face first on the canvas.
Flamingo now has the advantage, goes for the cover, and goes for the title. He's less than a half a count away.
Flamingo firing Pillman through the ropes to the floor. Totally legal right there.
Flamingo up and over. Crossbody on Pillman. They both land on the concrete.
And again, let's reiterate, there are no mats around the ring here. That is solid concrete floor out there.
This is WCW. It's new trademark.
It's the real deal.
Pillman now really suffering from that crash landing out here on the floor. And now the challenger has the opportunity to gain a decided advantage in this contest. But look at the
Pillman
champion.
fighting back.
He fights back. It goes right back to working on the left arm. 10 minutes have gone by, 20 minutes remaining in this light heavyweight championship event. Flamingo kicks away.
You know, Ross, I can feel it right now. Scotty Flamingo, the adrenaline flowing out there. He realizes just how close he is to taking that title. Now, he can't go to the top. There he is on the second, totally within WCW rules, driving hard down with that forearm right in the face.
Flamingo, lateral press. And again, Pillman able to kick out at 2.
Both guys sucking wind out there now. Now we'll see who's got the intestinal fortitude, who can reach down deep and come up with the winning maneuver.
Big forearm right across the chest of the challenger. The challenger, Scotty Flamingo now, with a decided edge and offensively and with the momentum here. Getting some momentum, but Pillman crossbody. He may have it. He's got it. No, he's got 2.5. And a clothesline. Almost took him out of his boots, Jess.
Wow. Flamingo recovering quickly up. Catches Pillman as he turns around with a vicious clothesline. This could be it right here. This could be the championship.
Not this way. That's no cover for a champion. Not real good technique there. The arrogant youngster almost countered and pinned. And he rakes the eyes.
Well, you're at the point of the match where you're not going to see much technique or anything. Fatigue's starting to settle in now. And Flamingo goes down into a reverse chin lock. He needs to put his weight on Pillman now. Let Pillman carry his weight as well as the pressure of the chin lock. There, he's getting it now. This is going to hurt. Pillman needs to try to, if he can, reverse this into a hammerlock, but I don't think he's capable of doing it. And look at Flamingo using that rope. Excellent. The referee can't see it.
He gains a decided amount of leverage by using those ropes. How much leverage do they gain, Jess, in using the rope?
Well, you could get enough to get a possible submission, anything, Jim Ross, to try to keep that shoulder down for a 3 count.
Going for the cover again, lateral press, and another long 2 count. Pillman in a great deal of trouble here as Flamingo continues to work on it, using the reverse chin lock, and as Jesse the Body Ventura pointed out, Pillman is also having to carry a certain portion of the challenger's weight.
Absolutely, you want to lean on him. The more, see right here, Flamingo's resting. This is a rest hold for Flamingo, and it's not one for Pillman.
Flamingo able to get deep breaths. Pillman is not in this predicament, but Pillman now trying to rise to a vertical base. That obviously is going to relieve a little bit of the pressure. Elbow to the midsection, and Flamingo fighting back.
Elbow to forearm, 3 or 4, and there's Pillman coming off the ropes. Beautiful tackle.
Pillman to the far side. The pace quickens, and he got caught with a knee right to the abdomen.
A legal move. He had it high enough. No warning from the referee.
Cloud of steam, and nobody there. Flamingo crashing into the turnbuckle, and now both men are in a physical predicament here in this light heavyweight championship of the world contest.
Well, the advantage goes to the champion because it's the challenger who's got to win. The champion, if it's a draw, if it's a disqualification, keeps his title. The challenger has to pin to win.
Again, the reverse chin lock. And again, Flamingo with the offensive advantage.
Let's give Flamingo some credit. You know, a lot of people didn't think this kid could wrestle, but he's showing me right here a lot of experience in his young years. And look at that, a flagrant chokehold. Again, he's got the count to break it on.
He's utilizing the referee's count. He's got a break before 5. The referee reaches 5 in an illegal hold. It will be a disqualification. So he's taking advantage of that count. Right hand Pillman, the champion. Certainly looking the worse for wear here. He reverses the whip and caught him in the sleeper. Lion Brian with a sleeper on Scotty Flamingo. Now up on his back.
He's got a handful of hair. The referee should make him break that sleeper. Beautiful move by Flamingo. Pillman caught him in that sleeper, but didn't have him wore down enough, Jim Ross. If you're going to try to hook a sleeper hold, you got to have your opponent more wore down than that. But Pillman, in desperation, had to do what he could.
Very good point, and now the referee. Oh, both men of the right hands at the 15-minute mark, or halfway through this one. 30-minute time limit. The referee has now a 10 count, ladies and gentlemen, to utilize. And again, Flamingo certainly doesn't want this one to end with a count out, because the title, as you mentioned, does not change hands unless it's a pinfall or submission.
Absolutely. That's where the advantage is always with the champion.
Rake of the eyes. And Pillman comes back choking. And Flamingo again rake the eyes.
I'll tell you, I think Pillman's telling Flamingo, I've had enough of your illegal tactics. I've had enough of the choking. But Flamingo's going to continue as long as he can get away with it and hide it from a referee. Can't blame him.
Pillman caught him. Coming off the second rope with that drop kick. Big time offensive move by the champion. And now can he turn the table and regain the momentum?
Forearm to forearm, two apiece. Pillman off the ropes, a duck under. And he caught him with a beautiful savate kick move.
Spinning savate kick by Flying Brian. And now Flamingo is at the disadvantage. The champion introducing Flamingo to the top turnbuckle.
Flamingo looking to tag somebody. That shows he's almost knocked out. He forgot this ain't a tag match.
Tremendous judo chop by Flying Brian. Now right in the challenger's face with those right hands. He's got to be careful. He's not disqualified here. Irish whip countered, but he caught him coming in. Right above us. Flying Brian, what a great counter by the challenger. He could have him. 1, 2, and 3/4. It was less than a half away from a new champion of the world being crowned.
I'll tell you, beautiful move by Scotty Flamingo, catching Flying Brian in that power body slam.
Flying Brian almost out of it. Can barely stand now.
His knee's buckling. He can't stand on the knee. That's 2 times in a row his knee is buckled.
Well, the challenger best not let him gain the advantage or let him get any rest here. This may be a mistake. Flying Brian going up. Both men now on the second rope. Suplex, belly to back version. This should be all.
No, foot on the rope.
The challenger with his foot on the rope. Referee had to stop the count.
Whoa. And that one thundered all the way over the whole Gulf.
Pillman using the hair and taking the challenger down. Flamingo in big trouble here.
Flamingo made the mistake. He dropped his head. He didn't watch Pillman. Pillman, the champ, took advantage.
Clothesline from behind. Pillman really looking great offensively here. Flying Brian up. Clothesline. Oh my. Took him all the way over. Flamingo out there on the rampway. Pillman up and over. Oh my gosh. Face first right on the rampway. It was a kamikaze-like move by Flying Brian.
I'll tell you, that's a major mistake by the champion, in my opinion, Jim Ross. He had the match under control. He tries a high-risk maneuver like that. As you said, kamikaze move. Flamingo moved out of the way. Pillman's head slamming face first into the ramp runway.
Pillman trying to crawl back in the ring. He's out of it. His eyes are dazed. The knee right to the ribs. But Pillman, he's got the leg cradled.
New champion.
It's over. We've got a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new WCW World Light Heavyweight Champion, Scotty Flamingo.
A new light heavyweight champion of the world has been crowned here. Pillman took a major chance, and it backfired on him. He went all the way over the top and landed face first.
Here you see it right here. The champion making a move, diving over the top, Flamingo out of the way. Wham! You can see his head go face first right into the runway. Scotty Flamingo follows, drives a knee into the small of the back of Brian Pillman, hooks the leg, gets the 3 count, and we have a new light heavyweight champion here in WCW.
Our first match here at Beach Blast, and just as we said earlier, the Johnny B. Bad is going to be the MC for the bikini contest.
Yeah.
And what was your problem with that?
I don't like that at all. I'll tell you why, Jim Ross. As far as I'm concerned, Johnny B. Bad ought to be in the bikini contest. Instead of judging it or hosting it, it should be me. I'm the one the girls love to see, Ross. You know that.
Well, Johnny B. Bad has been appointed as the MC for the contest, and I understand, is Johnny B. Bad about ready? If he is, we are about ready for the first of 3 situations with these ladies. Let's go now, ladies and gentlemen, to the MC of the bikini contest. Not him, Johnny B. Bad. Remember, fans, you'll be able to vote on this one with the 900 number. We'll tell you more about that in a few moments as Johnny B. Bad comes out with his accolades.
Now, Ross, I gotta ask a question here. I'm not even sure if this guy likes girls.
Oh, I think he does.
You wouldn't know it.
Certainly turning this crowd on, and as we said, ladies and gentlemen, for you fans at home, you can be a part of the voting for the First Lady of WCW, and we'll be giving you that telephone information in just a few moments as Johnny B. Bad moves back toward his announce position. Nice assistant.
That's one of my girlfriends. What's he doing with her?
I'm Johnny B. Bad, the bad man of World Championship Wrestling. Do you know what's better than being a bad man? It's being a Beach Blast and being a bad man! Are you folks ready for the greatest bikini contest of all times? Woo! First of all, let me explain the competition. That we'll be coming out 3 times. The first time will be in the evening gowns. The second time will be in the bathing suit. And the third time, and it's the bitsy teeny weeny bikini. So let's not sit down. Let's get down. Woo! And also, you people at home can vote with the 1-900 number. And you people here are going to decide the winner by showing your applause. Will it be Medusa? Will it be Missy Hyatt? Well, you guys want to start this competition now? The first lovely lady is none other than Missy Hyatt. Missy, you look so pretty. Oh, baby. A diamond is a girl's best friend. That's it, Prissy, Missy. Oh, baby, shake it, baby. Oh, honey, you look so pretty. She said she knows. Well, let's get right on. The next lady is the lovely, ravishing Medusa. Very beautiful, ravishing, mysterious. Woo! Oh, baby, you look so fine. Come on, baby, let's hear it for Medusa. She's a bad woman. Oh, Medusa, I just love you, baby. You're beautiful. Oh, honey. Well, let's take it back to Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff. Woo!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go back to Tony and Eric, I want to remind all of you, if you want to be a part of the voting for the bikini contest, then you can call the wrestling hotline. Of course, the wrestling hotline has the information. There you see it on your screen to vote for Missy or Medusa. 1-900-909-9900. And kids, be sure you get your parents' permission before you call. We do want your voting. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Great American Bash is another of our great pay-per-view spectaculars, a real tradition in the summertime. And of course, Sting will take on Big Van Vader for the WCW World's Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be on Sunday, July the 12th at the Great American Bash. We hope you'll be a part of it by calling this cable company and seeing that big event. And now I think we're about ready to go back to Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much. Beach Blast is off and running. We have a new light heavyweight champion. We have the first of what is going to be, I'm sure, a very, very hot bikini contest before the night is over. Right now, we're ready to go with Ron Simmons going up against the Tailor-Made Man.
Interesting, Tony. I saw the Tailor-Made Man back in the locker room a few moments ago. Very intense. He is psyched up. He is ready for this match.
And you know, today was a big day for Ron Simmons. He got the key to the city of Tallahassee, Florida. So it's been a very emotional day for him. And he's been a red-hot athlete in World Championship Wrestling. We can only hope that he is 100% prepared to go for this big encounter. Ron Simmons set to go up against the Tailor-Made Man as we go to our next match on Beach Blast. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Vero Beach, Florida, at 243 pounds, the Tailor-Made Man.
The veteran from Vero Beach, Florida, indeed one of the finest athletes in WCW, as technically sound just as any competitor you'll see. But what a challenge he has in the form of Big Ron Simmons.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I got something real quick here, though, Ross. You, Schiavone, and Bischoff, you look like tourists. Is that how you dress when you go to the beach? You guys look like tourists. I'll bet you get sucked in on every raw deal at the beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the All-American, Ron Simmons!
As Tony Schiavone mentioned earlier today in Tallahassee, Florida, Ron Simmons, who had so much greatness there at Florida State University, some of our great friends from Lafayette, Louisiana, making the trip over. Ron Simmons received the key to the city in Tallahassee earlier today. And I think what Tony was alluding to, Jess, was the mental. It's like homecoming on a football game. You get so many distractions. Is he mentally distracted before this contest? I think that's the big question.
You know, Jim Ross, I got to ask you, getting the key to the city, right?
Right.
What do you really get out of that? I mean, like, does that unlock the bank or what? What do you get from it?
I think it's obviously an honor of appreciation and of esteem from the community.
The key to the city. Well, if it opened up the bank, I might be interested, but just to have a key?
You get a key to the city when you're elected mayor of Brooklyn Park.
Yeah, I got a key to the men's washroom, too.
So I guess the shoe fits, you have to wear it there, so to speak. Big Ron Simmons so strong, collar and elbow tie-up, and the Tailor-Made Man is, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, cannot match up in a power match situation with Simmons, in my estimation.
Well, Tailor-Made Man is saying that Simmons pulled him by his long ponytail. He's saying that when they locked up, Simmons' hands went into the ponytail and gave him additional leverage to throw him down like that.
Did you see it?
Whether, I don't know. His front was, to me, I couldn't really tell where Simmons' hands were, but I wouldn't put it past Simmons to do that. He's a former nose tackle. They all cheat inside.
Referee Bill Alfonso signed this contest, and the Tailor-Made Man trying to bring Big Ron Simmons outside. Simmons just blocks. He's too strong. Takes Taylor over.
Oh, I don't think Taylor wants to exchange punches with him.
He's got to mat wrestle the big man, take him off his feet, and use technique to subdue this former three-time football All-American. Taylor now forcing Simmons back into the corner. Taylor with a knee to the midsection, and the right hand found its mark.
That was one beautiful right hand right there in the corner. Did he pop him with that one?
Simmons puts on the brakes and comes to the three-point stance. And those shoulder blocks. And the Tailor-Made Man backing away very wisely and takes Simmons right down the ramp.
Well, I'll tell you what, the TaylorMade man, not only mechanically he's a great wrestler, he's a thinker in the ring.
They're both outside on the ramp. Atomic drop. Oh, what strength! Ron Simmons has Taylor high above his head here and slams him back on the outside backhand.
And I guess there's no disqualification for throwing a guy from the outside in. Whoa! Right out at our feet, Jim Ross. He caught him with the clothesline. The TaylorMade man may not get back in.
He slapped the concrete right here beside us. And Big Ron Simmons now coming out to get him to make sure that he gets Taylor back in the ring. Man, what power of Simmons. Phenomenal athlete.
Another big body slam right in the center of the ring, and the TaylorMade man needs to jump out of the ring. He needs to do something to stall a little bit to get his marbles back. Simmons driving in with the headbutt right to the short rib area.
Simmons is so physically gifted, there's no doubt about that. He's really been focused in recent days. He's looked as good as I've ever seen him look. And there he uses the bear hug. Great move for Simmons to utilize in this contest.
And again, here you've got a wear-out move. Simmons is squeezing so hard that the TaylorMade man cannot get a full breath of air. This is a wear-out move or a submission move. Could go either way.
Simmons keeps it locked in.
You notice how he's getting that one leg farther back, gives him a little more leverage to drive the top shoulder in there, as well as squeeze with the hug. Now he's going back with the straight bear hug again.
Taylor trying to extend his arm to the ropes, which obviously would necessitate a break by the referee, Bill Alfonso.
Hey, when you're in this kind of predicament, you get out of it any way you can, Jim Ross. If you can make it to the ropes, get there. It's no...
Hey, both fingers to the eye.
It's no different than in football when that quarterback will run out of bounds to save himself. They call it a smart play in football. Many times in wrestling, they call you a coward for it.
Fans, don't forget to join us on TBS this Monday night, 7:05 Central, 8:05 Eastern for the Clash of the Champions, as Ron Simmons takes the TaylorMade man over with a great hip lock takeover. Simmons that football block again, and again, Taylor able to move out of the way, and Simmons again right on that rampway. That little carpeting that covers the rampway, certainly not going to cushion his fall whatsoever.
And it's another classic example. You go for the high-risk maneuver, you better hit it, because if you don't hit it, the whole match changes at that point. You know, some guys don't wrestle quite conservative enough. When they get on top like that, get the advantage, then they try a crazy move and it costs them.
Taylor driving his head up to the jaw of Ron Simmons.
And Simmons going to be spitting teeth after that one.
Right hand by Taylor found his mark. Taylor taking every liberty he can to try to slow down this runaway train from Warner Robins, Georgia.
Snaps that neck. Taylor still clutching the ribs, a result of that bear hug earlier.
Powerful Ron Simmons, great upper body strength. Powers out at 2.
And here's another variation of the chin lock right here. Reverse chin lock from behind. Taylor needs to lean forward as much as he can and let Ron Simmons carry his weight as well as his own.
This is where Taylor wants to be, with Simmons on the mat. Try to negate a little bit of the strength. Try to create an even playing field somewhat. Backbreaker, perfectly done by the TaylorMade man. Going for the cover here. 1, 2. He got a long 2 count there.
I'll tell you, Simmons is powerful, though. Did you see the leg strength? Taylor had that leg hook, and Simmons just flung the leg out of there.
He was only 219 pounds. He was recruited out of Warner Robins High School to go to Florida State. One of the most recruited high school athletes in America.
Only 219 in high school? That's pretty big to be. Oh, wow.
Sidewalk slam. He was a high school linebacker. They moved him to the inside with Florida State. And Bobby Bowden has said many times that Simmons was the foundation that got Florida State started on their winning run, and now they're one of the most successful major college football teams in America.
And look at that flagrant choke.
And look at that strength.
He's choking the man to death out there.
Big ride.
Taylor is in big trouble right here. He's trying to exchange punches with Ron Simmons. He can't do that.
Ooh, high elevation and the back body drop. Simmons now controlling it here. Shoulder block ran right through the Taylor-made man. Irish whip now. From right to left, Taylor up and over. But he called mine. Oh, what a slam. A power slam. And it's
Got
over.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, the All-American, Ron Simmons.
I'll have a quick word with Ron here at ringside, Jess, as we look at the replay.
Well, I'll tell you, Ron Simmons, I think, just a little bit too strong on this particular evening for the Taylor-made man. Here you see the Taylor-made man coming at Simmons. Simmons catches him with that beautiful snap-over power body slam. Hooks the leg right there. Referee counts 1, counts 2, and counts 3. Tremendous victory for Big Ron Simmons, the former Florida State All-American wrestler. And now, let's go up to my colleague, Jim Ross, who's standing by with Big Ron Simmons.
All right, thanks very much, Jesse the Body Ventura. Ron, tremendous victory. What a power slam. You really snapped it off. And I want to tell you something. In the last several weeks, I've never seen you look better. I've never seen you more focused than you have been. I know you've got big problems with Harley Race and the Super Invader, but I also know what your ultimate goal has to be.
Jim Ross, my ultimate goal is just like it's been in my lifetime. That's to be the best that I can be at everything I do. Ever since I come in this world, people have placed the odds against me. I'm telling you, I'm living proof that you can beat the odds. For all these little people out here, for all those people that are watching TV, no matter what color you are, no matter what color, nationality you are, no matter what poverty level you're at, if you're willing to work hard and got the guts to get off your butt to do something in this world, you can be the best too. Just like Ron Simmons is gonna be the world champ.
All right, Ron, he's got it all, ladies and gentlemen, everything it takes. And what a way to start off Beach Splash. Let's go back up, ladies and gentlemen, to our ring announcer, Tony Gillum.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first at 227 pounds from Marietta, Marcus Bagwell. Ladies and gentlemen, here's opponent. He weighs in at 254 pounds. From Seattle, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Well, as Greg the Hammer Valentine makes his way to the ring, I gotta tell you, I got chill bumps for those comments by Ron Simmons. You can feel the emotion exuding from that man. He has got every physical tool it takes to go as far as he wants to go.
Yeah, we'll wait and see, though. Always remember something, Jim Ross. Talk is cheap. So we'll just wait and see. Everybody talks champion. Everybody wants to be the champion. But only one guy gets there. Right now, the champion is Sting. I'm not saying Ron Simmons doesn't have great ability, but let's wait and see.
Very diverse situation here in that Marcus Alexander Bagwell, just a little over 1 year's experience. Greg the Hammer Valentine, well over a decade in experience. Valentine's father, the legendary Johnny Valentine. Bagwell coming from Sprayberry High School in Marietta, Georgia. Outstanding high school athlete.
Well, he's going to get his induction into the world of being a pro now, because he's in there with the Hammer, not a more experienced man in all of WCW.
Nice counter move by Bagwell. Arm drag takeover, and scoops up the Hammer. Bagwell looking very crisp offensively. We talked about tempo and momentum. Bagwell very quick, very fast. The Hammer likes to keep it on the ground, keep it more methodical. So the pace here is going to be very, very important in who can dictate the pace.
Well, I think when it gets down to dictation, I think Valentine with his experience, is going to dictate the pace of the match. No doubt about it.
He's also got a 27-pound weight advantage, so Bagwell's got to be at his quickest. And the hammer caught him with the elbow. Bagwell put his head down too early.
Yep.
Took his eye off his opponent and got nailed.
Absolutely. You got to watch your opponent when he comes off those ropes. And Valentine, is he trying for a pile driver? Bagwell blocking it right now. Then do a back body drop. Good move by the former rookie.
Bagwell got underneath Valentine. Kid not intimidated by the reputation of Valentine, going for a single leg. Valentine trying to fight out of it, but Bagwell quickly goes behind. Atomic drop, compressing the vertebra. Drop kick, great extension of the legs there. And another by Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and the veteran from Seattle on the outside here to put a little break in the momentum.
Well, he knows that there's a long way to go in this matchup, and he knows if he rolls outside of the ring, I'd have rolled out there too after taking 2 drop kicks square on the chest and chin that he took. He's got to go out and get his marbles back together again. You know, it isn't impossible. Bagwell could upset Valentine. Anything can happen in WCW.
You're exactly right about that. Valentine, the master of the figure 4 leg lock, one of the most vaunted moves in the sport. Oh, but he caught him. He sat down on it, stopped the momentum, and caught him with that clubbing forearm.
Very simple move, too. Nothing spectacular about it, but ask Bagwell if it hurts. Ha!
Judo chop echoing through the Mobile, Alabama Civic Center, and another. High Impact Wrestling here in WCW. And again, we're happy you're with us on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, and hope you'll join us again on Sunday, July 12th for the Great American Bash.
And you can see Valentine now just starting to beat up the young boy a little bit. Teaching him a little respect here, Jim Ross. This is called getting some respect, where the veteran takes the rookie and teaches him a little bit of respect.
Good backbreaker applied. Valentine up on the second rope now. Is he going to give us the forearm? He went for the forearm, and the quickness of Bagwell, a major asset, as we pointed out. He was able to roll out of the way.
And Valentine thought he had him in a worse predicament because he telegraphed it all the way, allowing Bagwell to move.
Bagwell went for the knee drop, and the veteran, great ring presence, moved out of the way there.
Well, there's not too many things that Greg Valentine hasn't seen before when he steps into a ring.
Valentine, tremendous in tag team situations or in one-on-one contests, as we're seeing here.
And you notice what he's doing now. He's starting to weaken the legs. A traditional Valentine move in the ring. Weaken your opponent's legs and then slap that figure 4 on, and it's all over. And that's what I can read Valentine's mind right here.
One of the things that impressed me about Valentine in his methodical pace allows him to eliminate a lot of errors. And as Jesse said, he's worked on the leg. Continue to work on the leg. Snapping that knee there and also pulling on the hamstring.
See, if Bagwell had experience now, he'd do whatever it took to get out of the ring and take a break here. But see, his ego and his newness in the ring isn't going to let him think that way.
Valentine going for the figure 4, and Bagwell able to kick him off. You're right, Jess. Bagwell needs to distance himself as best he can. Hammer trying to go for the figure 4. Bagwell counters inside cradle. He's got 2. Thought he had it. He had 2 there. Good counter move by the youngster.
Excellent move by Bagwell, but again, Jim Ross, he should have got out to the apron. He should have taken a break. Valentine, again, the veteran he is, goes right back to the legs.
Bagwell dropped his posterior, hopefully on the leg. It wasn't there. Got him up. Bagwell quick and resilient. Cradled him and got 2 again. Well, this kid's got a lot of fight in it.
He's got a lot of fight in it, but he's still limping, He needs to slide out of the ring if he can't get the pin.
Both arms hooked. Another pinning predicament, but Valentine's arm slipped out. That leg really bothering the kid.
Oh, yeah, Valentine obviously stretched or pulled something in there because he's not walking real well, Bagwell.
Valentine trying to go for a suplex, but that's countered. Good move. He rolls over. On top, got the leg hook. Great technique, but he couldn't hold him down. Bagwell showing a lot of guts here. Going on a bad wheel, obviously.
And look at the young kid come back on Valentine.
Back body drop. He took him up and over. The kid now getting an adrenaline rush. Valentine side headlock. Only momentarily. Bagwell came down hard on that.
Look at the knees gone.
Yeah.
The knee is gone, Ross.
The left knee of Bagwell.
You know what?
Really hurting.
If it's hurting him that, he's gutsy for doing this. He's throwing good right hands in there. But uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Right down the shin to the knee.
Valentine with a tremendous move. And now sets in the figure 4. He's got it locked in, and it's in the center of the ring.
Nowhere for Bagwell to go.
Those 7 pressure points has been documented so many times by the Dean, Gordon Solik. The kid in danger. A permanent injury here.
You know, he should just give it up. There he goes before he gets himself hurt permanent.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Valentine finally got the figure 4 on Bagwell. And then Bagwell, after his leg was already damaged, nothing else a kid could do, ladies and gentlemen. Valentine with a victory. And you know, Jess, the next contest, pinfalls count anywhere on the Gulf Coast. 1 fall, no time limit, no disqualifications. But I can remember back in Topeka, Kansas, back in January, at the Clash of the Champions, it was Cactus Jack and Heavy Metal Van Hammer. Same stipulations. They took it all the way outside the building. And I want to tell you, this match, in my opinion, is right down Cactus Jack's alley.
Absolutely. I think Cactus Jack, if the match does go outside the ring, which I'm sure Cactus Jack may try to take it out there, it'll be to his advantage. And I hope we got good camera crew, because they may have to follow him all the way to Sanibel Island, Florida.
Well, as the Vice President of WCW, Cowboy Bill Watts, mentioned earlier, both men have agreed to these special stipulations. Remember, no countouts, obviously. The pinfalls count anywhere on the Gulf Coast. No disqualifications, no time limit. Pinfalls count anywhere. So our cameramen, I'm sure, will be following them wherever they go. This one is going to be very, very wild and unpredictable. Let's go back up to Tony Gilliam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Beach Blast 92 is your special match where pinfalls count anywhere on the Gulf Coast. Introducing first at 304 pounds from Truth Consequences, New Mexico, Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, one of the most unpredictable, and a man that just doesn't care to put his own body in jeopardy to accomplish his goals. I think he's nothing more than a hitman.
A hitman?
He's a guy's a mercenary. He started his whole situation with Sting last summer.
So you think what? Somebody's behind hiring Cactus Jack or something to take the champion out?
It's a possibility, no doubt about it. Sting's the most marked man in the sport. He's the world's heavyweight champion.
But look at Cactus Jack. If he gains that title with a face like that, he'd be a perfect idol for the kids, Jim Ross.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent weighs in at 252 pounds from Venice Beach, California. He is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, America. This is Steve.
Cactus Jack has not entered the ring. He's on the rampway. The champion of the world. Drops the belt. Drops the robe. And they're ready to get it on here at Beach Blast 92. Right on the outside.
And so far, Cactus Jack has started it right where I believe he wants to, outside the ring. But Sting blocking it, going for the pinfall on the ramp.
Going for the cover. He got one out of it right there on the rampway. Sting with a kick right to the solar plexus. And another. A trifecta to the gut. A right hand. Where's he going to take him? Back to the ropes. That's where. And elevation right on the ramp. Remember, a thin piece of carpet just for the aesthetics covering it. And Sting takes him face down.
Man, oh man.
Split his skull right there.
I'll tell you what, a match like this where pinfalls go anywhere, this match could end in 30 seconds or it could take a half hour. You don't know which.
Sting measures it. Oh my, oh! Sting right on the, straddling the ropes there. Took a big, big chance that did not obviously pay off. Cactus Jack now having the opportunity to regain his senses, if that's possible.
I'm not sure Cactus does have
Oh,
sense.
gosh! Right off the apron. Again, right on this concrete floor.
WCW, and look at Cactus Jack is holding the knee. WCW, there are no mats outside the ring. It is the cement.
Going for the cover. Cactus knee really smacked the concrete when he came off with that elbow drop from the apron. Front face lock into a neck breaker. And his head hit the back of the concrete.
Both of them hitting hard. And that's the key, you know, this is a non-title matchup. Why Sting would have won, 2 and a kick out. Why Sting would involve himself in this type of match, be it non-title, is beyond me, Jim Ross.
He's got character, Jess. He's not going to walk away from any challenge.
He's crazy. That's what he is, Jim Ross. It ain't character, it's being dumb.
Cactus up on the apron here now. Going for it. Big sunset flip. And he got it down on the concrete. And Sting able to kick out. My gosh. They have not made it, both men have not made it into the ring as of yet. And may not.
This match is absolutely right. We may never see the ring through this whole bout.
Remember, normally in WCW, that move would have been an automatic disqualification. But we've covered the rules, I think, quite well. No disqualification this one, as Cactus ran face first into the steel.
And another one into that railing outside the ring.
What a wild, crazy match, and Sting, remember those broken ribs, thanks to Big Van Vader, and Cactus elevated over, right over the railing, right out to the ringside area. Sting right over after it. And oh gosh, his face just smacked him. Steel again.
This is nothing but a street fight now, Jim Ross.
Sting has a front face lock. Can he get him up? Oh, yeah! 304 pounds, suplexed to the concrete. Will this be all? And Cactus Jack, somehow, some way, able to kick out.
I can't believe it, how Cactus Jack, whoa, and over the top, right at our feet, Jim Ross.
Boy, I've never seen anything like this.
And they're in the ring, I don't believe it.
For the first time. Cactus knee is really hurting. Looks to be his right knee. Sting sends him for the ride. Caught that foot. Oh, Cactus caught him. Great move by Cactus Jack. A thunderous clothesline that puts the champion of the world down.
And I'll tell you what, Cactus Jack bought himself some time there, because so far the bout had been all Sting, but Jack coming back now, driving the head into Sting's shoulder. And amazingly, Jack is keeping it into the ring. I would have expected him to immediately fire Sting out to the floor.
He's kicking him with his left leg. His right leg seems to be damaged. Sting ran face first into the turnbuckle. Sting, who has been in a real war with Big Van Vader, finally healing up from the broken ribs. We don't know if he's at 100%, but Cactus will test it because he caught him with that knee and 304 pounds right into the ribcage.
And this is amazing. I'll tell you what, here's Cactus in this type of bout, and he's actually wrestling him, Jim Ross. Hooks him with a body scissors.
Very sound strategy, and surprising, perhaps, from Cactus Jack. There is a method to his madness, perhaps.
Give it up, buddy. Give it up.
You know, Sting could take the easy way out. This is non-title. He could just quit and submit.
Cactus Jack, he may be reviving the champion. Sting with the elbows, catching Cactus in the face, and a right hand, and another right hand. Down goes Cactus, and a right hand. Cactus got the eyes. And it's Cactus Jack with a clothesline. Oh my! They both go over. Back to the floor.
I'll tell you what. You like seeing wrestling here, and that's what it's called, World Championship Wrestling, but this match is called World Championship Street Fight. And why the champion got himself involved in this is totally beyond me.
He's a man that will not walk away from a challenge. Look out, Tony Gillum, you've got to get out of there.
He's a man that might walk away from his title just from the injuries he's going to sustain tonight.
They caught in the clothesline. Well, he's not thinking of Big Van Vader now. He's thinking of surviving. He's thinking of winning this one.
Jack's going for a chair.
He's got it. Caught him in the sternum with that chair.
Ooh.
That steel folding chair right into the back.
Look at the dents in the chair from that one. You can see the chair's dented from that.
A sickening thud from that chair on the body of the world's heavyweight champion.
I can't for the life of me can imagine why Sting did this. I mean, the guy has everything, the world title, money, anything he could, and he gets involved in a madman match with the craziest man in wrestling, Cactus Jack.
Referee is only here to count the fall. That's all. And look at Cactus breaking at the champion's face. And he caught him. Oh, God! Back-to-back suplex on the concrete floor. This is WCW, and I have never seen any more harder-hitting action than we're seeing right here on Saturday, June 20th at Beach Blast. He's covered him. This will be... No, it's not. Cactus Jack somehow.
And they both trade right hands, landing simultaneously.
Cactus at 304, the bigger of the two, falling on top. Sting reverses it and got two out of it.
And it's amazing, they're actually doing wrestling moves out on the concrete.
Cactus caught him and drove Sting, his sternum and ribs, right back into the steel. You gotta know Harley Race keeping a close eye on this one.
Absolutely. Can you imagine Race and Vader are sitting back and chuckling right now?
Cactus going for the pile driver, but his knee gave way. He had him in a pile driver position, Jess, but his knee gave away on it.
Absolutely. Sting not hurt by that. His head never hit the floor, you could tell, or Sting would have been toast. That would have been it for him. He'd have knocked him cold.
Cactus crawling back up on the apron. What's this madman going to do now? Oh my, he's up on the second rope.
Look at him smiling at the pain that he...
Oh, he missed it. Sting moved out of the way, and Cactus hit nothing but the concrete floor.
And again, no count out. Don't look for the referee putting on any type of count. Pinfalls anywhere on the golf course.
Cactus on one leg, thrown up on top. The world's heavyweight champion Sting now. Hammering away. Judo chops to the face. A fist to the jaw. Got him up. 300 pounds plus and slams it. Sting now. He's got the chair. Sting's got the chair now.
Whoa! But he can't put Cactus down.
Tremendous shots with that steel chair. Got him right in the leg with it that time. And Sting in the time for the Scorpion. Cactus Jack roll out, and they both fell out of sight. Right off the rampway to the floor again. Sting was trying to go for the Scorpion Deathlock.
He didn't get it, though. Cactus again sliding out, as you said, Jim Ross. Both guys going to the floor. Cactus Jack coming out on top. I'll tell you what. Oh, Harley Race has got to be loving this.
Going for the double arm DDT, and he got it. This should be it right here. If Cactus has got enough Referee throws that chair out of sight, hopefully.
Here's the cover.
Could be over right here. And he got a shoulder up at 2. Cactus almost incapacitated himself, not able to really make a full cover there.
That was a total instinct move by Sting. He doesn't know where he's at all.
Sting got a running start and caught that clothesline. And now what's he doing now? The champion up on the top rope. Remember, no disqualification. A clothesline off the top. He hit it. He hit it. He's got the leg.
He won it.
He's got the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winner of the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Sting!
What a match! Hard hitting. They took chances. Their bodies on the line. In the ring. Out of the ring. On the floor. Steel chairs. Cactus Jack came very, very close and upsetting Sting. What a victory for the World's Heavyweight Champion.
There you see earlier in the bout, Sting with a suplex on the concrete. There is no padding out there, only cement. Here's Sting coming off the top rope, catching Cactus Jack with the clothesline on the ramp, hooks the leg, referee in great position, dives down, pinfalls anywhere on the Gulf Coast. 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly it. The champion Sting wins a tough decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go now to our colleagues, Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff. Guys, what'd you think about that one?
Jim, I tell you, and I've been doing this for 9 years, I've never seen anything like that.
A tremendous challenge. You heard Jesse the Body Ventura questioning the World's Heavyweight Champion Sting. Why did he sign for the match? He signed for it because he wanted to prove to the world he is the heavyweight champion, and he'll take on any challenger in any kind of a match.
Coming up next, the Iron Man Challenge. It will be a 30-minute match, and it's going to be quite a contest. It's all coming down to this match between Ricky Steamboat and Ravishing Rick Rude.
What's interesting about this, Tony, you look at Ravishing Rick Rude weighing in at 251 pounds. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat comes in 232. 19-pound weight advantage for Ravishing Rick Rude. On paper, that's an obvious advantage, but in this match, 30 minutes. It will go 30 minutes, I think, because Steamboat's a lighter man. He has the advantage.
That's a good point. Steamboat and Ravishing Rick Rude set to go in the Iron Man Challenge here on Beach Blast. Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the WCW Iron Man Challenge match. It is set for a 30-minute time limit. The winner of the Iron Man Challenge match is the wrestler with the most decisions. Paul E. Dangerously and Medusa have been barred from ringside for this contest. Introducing first, the United States Heavyweight Champion from Evansdale, Minnesota, at 251 pounds, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Another specially stipulated matchup, special challenge event.
The music.
He's talking to you, Ross. He's got a message for you right here.
Yeah, I
This
got
is
it.
personally to you.
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, out of shape,
I told you he was talking about you.
beach-loving bozos. Keep the noise down while I take my robe off and give you a good look at what a real sexy man is supposed to be like. Hit the music.
Well, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a 30-minute match. It will go 30 minutes. The wrestler that earns the most decisions will win the contest.
Look at those abs, Ross. Is the guy in shape or what?
Magnificent athlete. Special challenge event. I don't even know why he brought the belt out here.
He loves it, that's why. He's the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. He wants everybody to know about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, accompanied to the ring by WCW's first family from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 232 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh, isn't that sweet, Ross?
What's wrong with it? You got something against family values, Jeff?
Makes me want to throw up. The next thing you'll have out here will be Dan Quayle giving us a lecture.
Well, Steamboat can spell potato. Ravishing Rick Rude. Not as popular out here as iced tea at the rapper iced tea at the policeman's ball. Great ovation for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. His family. Again, the special challenge event. 30-minute Ironman challenge. When the bell rings, we're going to put the clock on the screen so the fans can keep up with the time factor in this situation. And his son, very, very wary of Ravishing Rick Rude. And
Whoa.
It's going to start right here. 30 minutes on the clock, and the meter should be running. Got him. A gutbuster right across the knee. Got him in the ribs in the early going here. Steamboat with a great move. Caught Rude with the ribs, and Rude may have suffered a broken or cracked ribs there, Jess.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing that Rude's in the condition he's in, but Ravishing Rick Rude obviously hurt by that early attack by the Dragon Ricky Steamboat. But you know what I found disgusting about that whole thing, Ross?
What?
Steamboat kept his kid in the ring so that Rude couldn't do nothing, and the minute the kid got out, Steamboat attacks him. What kind of sportsmanship is that?
That's a ridiculous analogy, is what kind of sportsmanship it is.
Don't you tell me that. We just watched it.
He's using those ribs like a football and punting him here. Rude's ribs, I'm somewhat concerned that Rude's ribs may have been fractured in that one big gutbuster move in the early going. Nice counter move, and he goes right back to those ribs. Steamboat sensing that Rude has been injured.
What do you mean sensing it? Steamboat calculated everything he did out there. I stand behind what I said, Ross. He kept his kid in the ring so that Rude couldn't start the match.
Steamboat now with a bear hug, putting that shoulder right into the ribs. It's on Rude's left side that the ribs seem to be damaged. His hands are locked there. In a bear hug-like position, but the position of Steamboat's shoulder right on that, the injured ribs is really punishing Ravishing Rick Rude here.
Well, Steamboat normally not a power wrestler, but he knows that Rude has been injured, and Steamboat in great physical shape, plenty of strength in those arms, is going after Ravishing Rick Rude.
Steamboat drives Rude back into the corner. And again, with a shoulder block.
You know, as calculating as Steamboat is, I put nothing past what that guy will do.
Caught right in the face there that time. Rude got the knee up, a knee lift got in there. And it caught Steamboat right in the face. Remember, a few months ago, the broken nose inflicted on Steamboat by Ravishing Rick Rude. Forearm to the head.
And you could definitely see Rude is slowed down.
Didn't have a lot of zip on that clothesline. And now he's up on the shoulders, slamming him on those ribs, working on the left side. Almost a bow and arrow-like maneuver there, Jess, as his knee is buried into the ribs. That's the pressure point.
You know, and the pain here is so excruciating, Rude may have to submit on this. Remember, it's the most pinfalls in 30 minutes. That's who the winner is of the Iron Man competition.
Pinfall, submission, any decision that is earned by an athlete.
Even a disqualification.
Exactly. Steamboat going for the submission. He said he would do it early. He mentioned this on one of our broadcasts just a couple of weeks ago.
And you can see Rude trying to inch his way over to those ropes, hoping to get his hand on the rope and get the hold broken. But I'll tell you, Jim Ross, he's caught in the middle of the ring, but he had to go to the eyes. That's one way to get out of any hold, thumb in the eye.
Rude taking very short breaths. That could be a big factor. His lack of oxygen in this match with 26 plus to go. Going for the Boston Crab, trying to turn him over. That's a submission move. He's got him there.
Now he needs to sit back down. You can see the Dragon sitting back. I don't know if Rude has the strength to get out of this one. If anybody has the upper body strength to do it, though, it's Ravishing Rick Rude.
Remember, Paulie Dangerously and Medusa both barred from ringside. It's one-on-one. Who will be the better man in this WCW Iron Man Challenge, and Rude trying with all he's got to power out. But Steamboat, that wide base, his feet flat on the canvas. Maybe a little, Rude maybe trying to come under his legs there, Jess. Taking some of the pressure off his back.
And look at Steamboat leaning back with the Boston Crab submission. Rude now trying to inch his way forward. He may try to have to get to the ropes here. Might be the only way out of this other than to submit.
Rude staying up on his forearms and relieve some of the pressure on his lower back. But every time he goes down on his chest, the pressure intensifies. He's back up now. See on his forearms. He's reaching.
Oh, double rep.
5 minutes have elapsed, as you see. 24 plus remaining in the Iron Man.
And this is going to be an Iron Man all the way. Look at how profusely Rude's sweating out there. You'd think 20 minutes was gone in the match, not 5. There's still 25 to go.
Finally, he makes it to the ropes. Referee Randy Anderson calling for the break, and he gets a clean one from Steamboat, but Steamboat breaks the hold and goes right back to the advantage. Pulls Rude away from the ropes. And Dragon, big splash, right on the lower back, in the ribs.
And look at Steamboat measuring him with that knee to the ribs.
Drives it viciously.
He's sadistic. He's like Dr. No in the Goldfinger. In the James Bond movie. Look at that Steamboat out there. Look at him smiling. He's loving it.
Well, remember, Rude's the guy with his gang that broke Steamboat's nose. It was his organization that made those ridiculous allegations regarding Steamboat's family that were totally untrue. So, yes, there's a great deal of motivation for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Get up, Rude.
Look at that, driving the kick into those short ribs again.
Steamboat, the #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Forearm to the ribs. It is very obvious what the focus of this match will be as far as Steamboat is concerned offensively. Going for the suplex. He's got him up. Vertical suplex. When he takes him down.
Wow, face first right on the mat.
Twisting Rude's body as he came down, and there's the karate. Now going for a cover. The first cover of the contest, coming at 22 plus.
And great resilience shown by Rude to kick out on that. A lesser man would have laid there and taken the 3.
Robbinsdale, Minnesota native, back in the corner. In a lot of jeopardy here. Irish whip. Again, the ribs taking a pounding. And he caught, that knee caught Steamboat in the face.
Flush on the jaw.
Got him on the jaw. And Rude's got some tights.
Yes.
And he's got the first decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first
I'll tell you, that's
decision,
major upset right there, Jim Ross. For almost 8 minutes of this match, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had the advantage, and Rick Rude goes ahead 1-0.
Rude 1-0, and you see there's no rest periods. It is the Iron Man.
You know what this reminds me of, Ross? It's like a hockey game where one team maybe gets 10, 12 shots on goal, and then the other team, with their first shot on goal, scores.
The score reads Rude 1, Steamboat 0. At the 21:40 mark remaining in the WCW Iron Man Challenge. And now Rude has been very effective with knee lifts and using his knees in the contest.
He's trying to get the Rude Awakening on.
And he got it!
Oh, it's going to be 2-0.
He snaps it off. I think he hurt his ribs in the process, barely able to get over, and Rude has scored another.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the decision, Ravishing Rick Rude. It is 2 decisions to none.
2-0, and I mean in quick succession, Rude has jumped out to a 2-0 lead.
You know what I would do here now if I was Rude? I mean, obviously those guys can't be thinking too clearly in there with the beating that both guys have taken, but Rude should get some type of resting hold on Steamboat at this point, maybe, or go for another quick pinfall, try for a 3-0, and then tie him up in a hold for the remainder of the match.
Backbreaker.
The name of the game is win it. The name of the game is be ahead when the 30 minutes are gone. And this, I do not agree with. If Rude's going to the top, this could be a mistake,
Well,
Ross.
it's an automatic disqualification. It's not a judgment call. All he wants to do, it looks to me like it's a hurt Steamboat. That knee, that's it.
That's off the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, that decision for coming off the top rope goes to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It is 2 decisions to 1.
Well, Rude with a 2-0 lead didn't really care. He wanted to injure Steamboat, and now, even though he gave up one, he may have made the biggest move of the match to incapacitate Steamboat. We're inside 20.
We may not know. This could come back to haunt Rude, or it could be the smartest move of the match. Rude with an inside cradle. Got it. It's 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you got to admit,
goes to Rick Rude. It is 3-1.
Might have been a smart move, Ross, going off the top like that. He gave up one, but he got it back immediately. And look at the Dragon with 19:34 to go.
So he still has his 2-decision lead here. So he traded 1 for 1, but the damage done off the top may be insurmountable for the Dragon, but comes back up, fighting and working on the ribs, hammering away at the ribs, hammers and hammers. And Rude now has to relinquish his hold. Right hand by Steamboat and the judo chop. Steamboat Irish hook to the far side, but Rude caught him. Steamboat got his head down early.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you get fatigued like this and you're in this type of situation, it's very easy to make mistakes. And it's the guy who takes advantage of the opponent's mistake, which is what Ravishing Rick Rude did there. He ain't the U.S. heavyweight champion for nothing, you know.
Rude going, I thought he was going to go for another Rude awakening, but he turned into a snap mare and now into a camel clutch.
And this is a smart move right here by Rude, because the longer he can hold this hold on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, not only is he wearing him out, not only may he get a submission from this hold, but the clock is ticking down on the Dragon. 3-1 right now, 3-1 in favor of Rude.
Certainly the clock is and will be a factor in this contest. Rude sitting in the lower portion of Steamboat's back, pulling up, his hands are cupped, and a knuckle lock there on the chin.
Totally legal, nothing at all illegal about that hold. Steamboat trying to get up to a base here. He's made it, now going to the rope.
He's on his hands and knees, not on his stomach. That's where he wants to be, doesn't want to be, obviously.
He looks like one of them dragon lizards right now, don't he? Going on all four across the ring like that.
Got near the ropes. Rude saw that and came back with a high impact move. And Rude trying to do a little bumping and grinding, but his injured ribs won't allow it.
What a gutsy attempt though, huh, Ross? To give every female the thrill of their life here. Rude, hurt ribs and all, tried to bump and grind to the best of his ability.
Buries a knee into the spine, hammering away relentlessly on the lower back. I don't know how much more Steamboat can take, quite frankly. In this 30-minute Ironman challenge, the score is Rude 3, Steamboat 1, as we near the 17-minute mark.
And Rude very smartly going back to the hold that worked so good for him. The chin lock, sitting back on the lower back of the Dragon. The Dragon nowhere to go as we're approaching almost the halfway point of the Ironman competition.
Hear the crowd chanting, Steamboat, Steamboat. Trying to serve as a motivator for the Dragon. Steamboat trying to get to a vertical base. He's going to try to lift him.
Unbelievable.
He's
what
got
a
him
squat
up.
Move.
What a gutsy move by Steamboat. Rude up on his shoulders, and they both fall back. Both men, especially Rude, writhing in pain here.
Well, Rude with the early rib injuries in the first minute of this match, it's taken its toll on Ravishing Rick.
Oh. Rude got the knees up, and he buried him. He pulled him up while Steamboat was in midair. The Dragon could not make an adjustment.
And you can see the pain on Rude's face as he tries to, whoa. Rude trying to do anything in that ring is withering and pain. The ribs hurting. He's going for another cover.
Could be all right here. Steamboat able to get the shoulder off. You got to think Rude's injured ribs had a factor in that. Plus Steamboat's great desire. Eric and Tony talked about conditioning. Steamboat just around 230. Rude just over 250.
But I'll tell you what, Steamboat don't dare fall behind 4-1, I think, Jim Ross. Not halfway through the bout.
Quite frankly, it's going to be hard for him to catch up now. Snapmare by Ravishing Rick Rude goes for the reverse chin lock. And as you pointed out earlier, Jess, and Tony Gillum telling our crowd here in Mobile that we are at the halfway point in this 30-minute contest. Rude now grabbing that hold you talked about. The clock now is his ally.
Absolutely. The more he can tie Ricky the Dragon up here, the more he can keep him down on the mat. He holds the 3-1 lead. It's Steamboat who's going to have to press it. It's Steamboat who has to make up 2 falls just to get to the tie. And let me state this. If the match is tied, like say 5-5 or 6 falls apiece at 30 minutes, it's a draw.
A draw.
There's no sudden death.
No sudden death.
There ought to be.
I think they signed for 30, they're going to wrestle 30. Steamboat. Boy, he's reaching down. Rude trying to rob him of his oxygen. Both men back up vertical. Steamboat with the elbow. And another elbow to those ribs. Caught him again. And Rude caught him with a knee. Tremendous counter wrestling move by Ravishing Rick Rude. And Steamboat is barely able to stand. He's right here above us. He can barely stand. He's having to use the ropes to stay upright.
Now the key here for Rude, Rude should not go for any high-risk maneuver with a 3-1 lead. Rude should keep him tied up, keep it down on the mat. Don't go for a high-risk maneuver, not when you're winning.
Rude slapping his opponent's head right into the turnbuckle. And then going back to the eyes. Rude, one of the most relentless competitors I've ever seen. Got him up. Goes for it. He got him with a power.
Whoa, it could be 4-1. If Rude goes for the cover and...
Well, he's going for the cover. He's got the leg hook. And Steamboat got that right shoulder barely up. And Rude can't believe it.
Rude jumping on the referee, telling the referee it was a delayed 3 count on that. Rude not at all happy with the tempo of that count by the referee.
Rude definitely in control here. Got him up again. Tombstone pile driver. Trying to hold him, get him set. Look at Steamboat. Steamboat's using Rude like he was a ladder. Climbing the ladder. Walking back over it. Now he's got him up.
Whoa! What a reversal!
Oh, he caught him in the tombstone. 1, 2, 3, and Steamboat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this decision, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It is 3 decisions to 2 in favor of Ravishing Rick Rude.
Unbelievable. Rude going for a pile drive type move. Could not get it. Steamboat with the most miraculous reversal I think I've ever seen. What a power move. Reverses it on Ravishing Rick Rude. Closes the gap to 3-2. Major mistake there maybe by Ravishing Rick Rude. Had he hit it, he'd have been ahead 4-1. He missed it. Now it's 3-2.
Steamboat, oh, you can hear that one. Ram face first into the turnbuckle. Man, these guys are extending themselves to phenomenal bounds here. Rude now out on the outside. Out here on the apron. Now he may not be aware of the score. Surely he is. He's up 3-2. He comes off the top again. It's going to be tied.
Yeah, he can't. I can't. Oh, Steamboat caught him.
Steamboat's right hands, and Rude now sitting up on the top. The Steamboat on the second rope. Now goes up top. Both men up top.
What do you call here?
That's a legal move. Suplex off the top. A legal move if both men are on the top. Indeed they were. But what did it take out of Steamboat? We know it took a great deal out of Rude, Jess.
Steamboat needs to crawl over and try to make a cover after the move like that. Try to tie this thing up 3-3. He's not sure where he's at. Now he sees Rude. Here's the cover.
On top, can he hold him? And Rude kicks out.
Unbelievable.
Tremendous conditioning and mental and physical toughness exhibited by both men, especially Rude, as he was able to kick out there.
And a double clothesline. Steamboat missing the first clothesline. Both guys clotheslining each other as we're down to 2/3 of the way. 10 minutes to go.
Fans, you'll see this nowhere else but in WCW. 10 minutes remaining in the WCW Iron Man Challenge. Rude on top. He may be able to hold him here with Steamboat in such a weakened state, but no! Look at Steamboat bridge out! Great strength here and conditioning. Both arms are hooked. He's got him down. Can he hold him? Yes, he does!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this decision, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It is tied at 3 decisions apiece.
Steamboat inside cradle, 1, 2.5. It's tied up at 3-3 with over 9 minutes to go.
And Steamboat attempting every pinfall combination game. Cross body block. Rude kicking out again at the 9:15 mark.
Rude's got to slow it down, and that's one way to do it. He violently drove his head into the face of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
We're tied at 3 apiece with 9 minutes to go. Referee really doesn't worry about making a count here. Both guys down.
I think that's perhaps just out of habit,
Yeah.
out of instinct. Rude with a hair, slamming Steamboat face first into the canvas, right on his nose.
Might have broke it again, Ross.
Certainly could have, Jess. It certainly could have broken the nose right there.
And another one face first into the mat.
You ain't no Iron Man, come on!
You hear Rude taunting him out there, but it's 3-3 right now, Ravishing Rick. You might be able to say that if you get the lead.
Another near fall. And again, Steamboat reaching down into his reserve. Scoop slam. Man, he got him with authority there. Measures him, drops that forearm, smash right across the heart. Lays on top, lateral press, and Steamboat able to get this time the left shoulder up.
Well, fatigue is definitely setting in here. I don't think you're going to see too many classical moves at this point of the match with 7:35 to go.
Tremendous judo chops by the Dragon. Hear the thud. And again, Rude goes back to the eyes. Every time he gets in trouble, it goes back to the eyes.
That's because it works, Ross. That's why you do it. If you find something that works, you continue to do it.
Forearm, clothesline-like maneuver.
Look at the guts on Rude. Still got time to pose.
Posing with his right side, not his left side. We should note.
Can't lift the left side up, but still gutsy maneuver. He's able to pose with the right hand.
These men have wrestled, ladies and gentlemen, almost 24 minutes. That's under 27 minutes now.
We're tied at 3 apiece.
My math's a little confused there. Steamboat now right across the apron, and we're coming on to the 24-minute mark of this contest. And look at Rude.
And you notice Rude still knows exactly he's got a 4 count to break by. 5, he's disqualified. If he breaks by 4, he's just fine.
As we mentioned, the fatigue factor, a major part of this match. And Rude trying to take away that oxygen by using the ropes. Comes back now with the forearms. Another heavy-handed forearm by Ravishing Rick Rude in this special WCW Iron Man Challenge. This is the most awesome non-title event I've ever witnessed.
Oh, Rude's going for the Rude Awakening again. If he hits it, he's ahead.
If he hits it, he could put him away for good in this one. Steamboat trying to separate the hands. He's trying with all he's got. He does it. He's got the hands separated. The Dragon countering, or trying to counter, the Rude Awakening. Steamboat went for the elbow there, and he got Rude with the Rude Awakening. He got him with the Rude Awakening.
Is that insult to injury or what?
He's got the cover. He'll get a pinfall.
No.
Got the foot on the rope.
Hey, and Steamboat's manhandling the referee.
He's not manhandling him.
He isn't supposed to touch a referee. That's a pretty lenient ref up there.
Knee right to the chest. And another right off the second rope. Inside 5 minutes. It's tied 3-3. In the Iron Man challenge, there's that suplex by the Dragon. Goes for the cover. He hooks the leg. He got 2, and that's all this time.
One fall by either guy could do the whole thing, Jim Ross. I think it's come down to that. Whoever scores one here could very well win it all.
Dropped him with that suplex, again impacting the ribs and the back of the head, and again ravishing Rick Rude, refusing to be pinned.
The problem is Rude has too many extremities. Steamboat can't grab them all, and Rude with enough fortitude gets out of it.
Irish whip far side, and Rude caught him in the sleeper. He's got him in the sleeper. With 4 minutes to go in the sleeper, and Steamboat drives him into the turnbuckle.
But Rude's held on. He's still got the sleeper hooked.
Steamboat trying to free himself by ramming Rude into the turnbuckle. But Rude's like a pit bulldog. He won't let go.
And I'll tell you what, Ross, I didn't think of this. If he were to knock Steamboat out here, Steamboat might be out the final 3 minutes, and that would be it. Ravishing Rick Rude would win it all.
Steamboat trying to separate the hands in this sleeper. Indeed, the hands that rocks the cradle here, trying to put Steamboat away. Just over 3 minutes left in this marathon event. It's tied 3-3.
And Steamboat looks like he's fallen, Ross.
He's been having to carry all of Rude's weight, which takes tremendous effort, tremendous strength. 3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining in this one, and counting. Steamboat's eyes in a glazed state. He has a faraway look in his eye, no doubt about it.
Rude has it cinched on, and Steamboat's knees are buckling. You can see the blood is being cut off in the carotid arteries. Steamboat trying to lift the arm up to get to the ropes, and look at Rude lifting the leg up, knocking the arm down.
Steamboat almost out of it.
He's leaning back with him now. Not a good sign for the Dragon. The Dragon getting leaned back now.
Barely able to stand. It's tied. Just over 2 minutes. Steamboat almost down.
He's going out. Critical time to get knocked out right here with 2 minutes to go, Ross.
Rude in control.
28 minutes on the last hour. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Inside 2 with the score tied. And Rude with the advantage in the sleeper. The referee right there in great position to see if Steamboat gets in a position he can't defend himself. If he starts dropping those arms, we know it's over.
And there's not enough time. If Steamboat goes out here, he will stand no chance to win this match, in my opinion. We're down to less than a minute and a half.
28 and a half minutes. These two gladiators in WCW have put it on the line. It's going to go right down to the wire. Remember, if it ends in a tie, it is a draw. And right now it's 3-3, and we're coming on 1 minute remaining.
Look, he's checking the eyes. What do you think Steamboat's dreaming about right now, Ross? What do you think, Ross? He's going out. What do you think he's dreaming about? He's in dreamland. He's out.
Referee checking that
I
hand.
can't believe it. I
He's
can't
not
believe
out.
it.
He's not out. He's... What can he... It's amazing. Steamboat up on the rope. And pushes back Rude right on the ribs. He's got the leg hook. And he got it here. He got it. Steamboat.
Rude's got to do something quick.
Steamboat ahead 4-3. With less than half a minute to go. And a cover. Will he get down? He got 2.5.
We're down to 20 seconds.
Another clothesline. Another hook of the leg.
Getting the Rude awakening.
Inside cradle. Can he hold him here? And Steamboat refuses to be pinned. Steamboat says no. And that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this Iron Man Challenge by a 4-3 decision, WCW's Iron Man, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
What a hell of a wrestling match. What a wrestling match. We have just witnessed Steamboat wins the special challenge 4-3. And it came down to 30 seconds. He got the winning decision with 30 seconds remaining and then was able somehow to hang on.
Let's go back. Here you see the suplex. Both men off the top rope earlier in the bout. A very critical move right there for the Dragon Ricky Steamboat as he catches Ravishing Rick Rude, the U.S. champion. Here's the push off the ropes. Rude with the sleeper. Steamboat drives back. Obviously, the pain in the ribs caused Rude to have to break the sleeper. Steamboat gets the 3 count and then withstands the onslaught and holds on to win it. Big win for the Dragon Ricky Steamboat.
Big win for the Dragon again, firmly asserting himself as the #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship, Jess. And right now we're going to make a departure from the great wrestling action we've seen because it's time for round 2 of the bikini contest.
Oh yeah, this is swimsuits now, right?
Swimsuits.
All right, it's getting down a little better, Ross. Now, I don't want you getting too excited now. Do I need to hold you in your seat?
No, I think we got a great spot right here to see it, but here comes Johnny B. Bad, and he's all in his flamboyant self. Let's go back up, ladies and gentlemen, to the flamboyant one, Johnny B. Bad.
Should be me up there.
I'm so outrageous, it's contagious. Are all you people ready for the second portion for the competition for the First Lady of World Championship Wrestling? I want to hear some noise. Well, let's let the competition begin with lovely Medusa. Oh, baby. Woo!
Well, she's
Look
in
at
great
that
shape.
motorcycle mama. Boy, would I like to ride with her.
How could she possibly get
Come on,
beat,
baby.
Ross? Oh, yeah.
Come on, Medusa. Let's get loose and shake your caboose. Come on, baby. You look so pretty. Let's hear for Medusa.
Yeah. What do you think, Ross? You're not gonna sleep tonight over this.
Probably not. A couple of things about her I like. I put my hands on her.
They're so pretty. They're almost as pretty as me. Next, we have the unbelievable Missy Hyatt. Oh, baby.
What do you think, Jess?
Not too bad, not too bad.
That bathing suit defies
You
gravity.
are so pretty. Look at those two big, beautiful blue eyes. Well, what do you think of Medusa? What about Missy Hyatt? All right, we have one more portion, and that That will be the itsy bitsy, teeny weeny bikini contest, baby. Let's go back to the ring. I love it, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to vote for Missy or Medusa, you can do so by calling 1-900-909-9900. There's all your information. And you can be a part of the balloting for the bikini contest still to come, the Ultra Bikini contest. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to remind all of you that our next pay-per-view spectacular will be on Sunday, July the 12th. Of course, that's going to be in Albany, Georgia, Jess, at the Civic Center. Big tradition every summer. Great American Bash.
Absolutely, it'll be my first Great American Bash, so I'm pumped up over that here in WCW. Tell me though, Ross, who have you voted for?
I haven't got
Have you voted yet?
No, I'm still making my mind up.
Okay.
And remember the Great American Bash, Sunday, July 12th. You can call your local cable company for that one. It's going to be great. We're going to be talking more about it this Monday on TBS during the Clash of the Champions, 7:05 Central, 8:05 Eastern on TBS this Monday night, June 22nd. Let's go back up to Tony Gillum for six-man tag team action.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. It is a special six-man tag team event. Introducing first the special referee, senior referee of WCW, Ole Anderson. Introducing first the combatants, weighing in at a combined weight of 737 pounds, led down the aisle by the CEO of the Dangerous Alliance, Paul E. Dangerously. First from Huntsville, Alabama, Beautiful Bobby. His tag team partners from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Arn Anderson. And their partner is the WCW World Television Champion from Hollywood, California, Stunning Steve Austin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Six-man tag team action. Let's go back up to Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents weigh in a combined weight of 797 pounds. First from Lithuania, Nikita Kula. His tag team partners from Sweetwater, Texas, Barry Windham. And their tag team partner from Austin, Texas, the natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed this one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Any time limit is going to be wild, Jess.
Anytime you got a six-man tag match, and even though we got the troubleshooting referee, Ole Anderson, there you see a look at Ole right there, senior referee at WCW. You got your hands full. He's got to contend with three guys on each side and all the mayhem that can go with it.
Ole Anderson giving them in their instructions. We saw 30 minutes in a war just moments ago. There's another 30-minute time limit event here. It will be Barry Windham going against the reigning television champion, Stunning Steve Austin. And Barry's got a big rematch signed with Austin, Jess. And this is a great way to start this six-man, because these two guys, I think, are very evenly matched. And what phenomenal competition we see when they're together.
Absolutely, but you know, I just view it, Stunning Steve just took a short vacation from being the television champion. He took a couple weeks off, that's all. He's the real TV champ, and it's back where it belongs with Stunning Steve Austin of the Dangerous Alliance.
Austin up on the second rope there, and Windham caught him. Barry Windham now. Tremendous Japanese arm drag. Right off the second turnbuckle there. And there's the tag. Here comes the natural. Dustin Rhodes with those bionic elbows.
And the key to these kind of matchups is cutting the ring off. Getting a guy in your corner, quick tags in and out, and getting one person on the other team isolated to wear them out.
Quick movement and a drop kick. Tremendous drop kick by the natural. Standing drop kick.
And I'll tell you, Stunning Steve walked right into that drop kick. He don't know where he's at. He's trying to tag in the wrong corner.
Armbar takedown. And Dustin wrenching on that arm. Look at that strain on the elbow. And they made a tag. Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Austin make the exchange. Side headlock. Dustin Rhodes. Big leverage advantage being 6'5". Towering over his opponent here, Beautiful Bobby. Good football block by Dustin.
And Beautiful Bobby caught him with that high knee as he came off the ropes.
Beautiful Bobby slips behind, got him in a cradle, trying to hold him down. May have had the tights, couldn't see it from here. Tag made, here comes Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson. A man that says that Sting or Van Vader, whoever the champion may be, he has his sights set on being the next WCW champion. And Dustin tags in Nikita Koloff, who was invited in there by Arn Anderson.
Yeah, Arn slapped him in the face to antagonize the Lithuanian. And look at Arn now, the veteran, trying to suck Koloff into that corner. Koloff very volatile, but he'll let his ego get in the way.
Great knee drop there. And Anderson, hey, what's he doing? Disqualification. A lot of people reacting about the new rules in WCW.
Well, it's going to take some adjusting. You know, people are waiting to go off the top every chance. They can't do that anymore. And there was a second reason there not to go off the top. Nikita Koloff waiting with the Russian sickle. Arn Anderson, Paul Ease on the apron yelling, down, 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 don't go.
Some sports writers have criticized the rule. They just don't know they just don't understand. Ole Anderson making Arn back away. Members of the same family, but you're not going to see any favoritism from Ole. There's that sickle. He got him in the back of the head, and he went over the top. Now we got a judgment call.
And Dangerously is furious outside the ring.
Come on now! Over the top!
Dangerously wants the call, and Ole Anderson's not going to give it to him.
Well, the rule states it's a disqualification when you throw your opponent over the top rope. Key word there is throw or propel. The contact was made inside the ring, and momentum took him over.
That's getting pretty chintzy, Ross. He propelled him over with the clothesline. That's what repelled him. What do you think, he jumped over on his own?
Like a judgment call in football. No, the impact got him, but he didn't lift him and push him over the top rope. It's like interference, Jess. Ole Anderson explaining the rule. He's got control of this situation, I'll tell you that.
I noticed something else Anderson did that he better watch out. He can't be manhandling wrestlers. Wrestlers are not allowed to touch referees. Referees, by the same token, should not be touching wrestlers.
That's a good point. The elbow to the face by Beautiful Bobby, hammering away. Quick blows now to Nikita Koloff. Eaton using his quickness, but the Irish whip is reversed to the far side. And Koloff got him in the bear hug. The strong man from Lithuania in the bear hug. Ole Anderson in perfect position. And look at Austin come in. Ole's going to put him out. He gets Arn and shoves Arn out of the way. Arn did get a cheap shot in. Double team there. Arn pays for it. And Nikita back with the advantage.
Oh!
Anderson and he ready together. Koloff showing great power here. Almost single-handedly dismantling the Dangerous Alliance in this six-man tag team event.
Well, right now, advantage definitely for Koloff, Rhodes, and Wyndham, and Paul Ease outside the ring, trying to rally the forces together here. Have a little summit conference outside the ring. Maybe they're going to switch from plan A to plan B.
Go with plan number 2.
Plan number 2, there you go. They must have went with 1 earlier. Seems logical, don't it, Ross?
Sounds fair to me. As Anderson uses count, Eaton back in, makes a tag, and Arn Anderson now will square off with Nikita Koloff. I know Koloff would love to have the opportunity somewhere down the line to wrestle for the United States Heavyweight Championship. That belt means so much to him. It means freedom, very simply. That's told me that many times. And Big Barry Windham now in there. Barry was holding Arn, but Ole did not allow Nikita the cheap shot. Wyndham, a man that wants that television title back, scoops up his former tag team partner and makes a tremendous slam. Left hand from the southpaw.
Make him pay, says Dangerously, as Big Arn Anderson trying to take over on Wyndham.
Wyndham caught the foot before he could feel it. Atomic drop, and oh, what a chain reaction there. The back of Anderson's head cracking against the face of Barry Windham.
Absolutely, Anderson's head driven into the turnbuckle and snapped back and caught Wyndham square in the forehead. Both guys down, you can see Dangerously wanting Arn to go up. Better not go off the top, though. Second rope is fine. Off the top's a disqualification.
He must be addled. He's not addled now. Well, he got thumbed him in the eye. Anderson's coming down, and off the second turnbuckle, a legal move here in WCW. Big time left hand. High impact wrestling match here. Barry Windham in trouble. And Anderson, oh, he got caught. That one hesitation cost him.
Well, it can happen at this point of the bout because Arn Anderson been in there a long time. He's not thinking too clearly right now.
Irish whipped him in. And now the sleeper. Tremendous move there. Ole Anderson using his count. Remember, 10 count. Barry Windham up and makes a tag to Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes now in. Beautiful Bobby in. And Austin in illegally. Arn set for the right, caught with a lariat.
And I'll tell you what, Dustin Rhodes is cleaning up the whole Dangerous Alliance. The Dangerous Alliance looks off tonight. And Rhodes again fighting his way out of a corner. But Arn Anderson wrapped Rhodes' head right into Beautiful Bobby's head. Head to head, both guys went down. Desperation move on the part of the Dangerous Alliance.
But Arn Anderson makes the tag to stunning Steve Austin. Austin and Dustin Rhodes, now the two legal men in this contest. Austin, World Television Champion, opening up a decided advantage on the natural. Right hand caught him flush on the jaw. And Austin has him on the second rope. Referee Ole Anderson calling for the break, stepping right in between them. And he knows about the rules. He's broken enough of them in his wrestling career, but I think he's going to make a great official.
The problem is, though, Ole Anderson is a normal man. He has only 2 eyes. You got 6 competitors in there. Awful hard for a referee to see everything.
There's a tag. Arn Anderson in. Snap mirrors him over. Fans, don't forget you can still vote in the bikini contest. Who is the First Lady of WCW? You can be a part of it. And to do so, all you have to do is call 1-900-909-9900.
I've voted 4 times already, Ross.
There you see the number on your screen, 1-900-909-9900. There you see both arms hooked. He's going for the cover. Understand that Medusa is ahead 51% to 49% at this point in time.
There it is right there. 51 to 49, Medusa in the lead. I gotta say, maybe my 4 votes have made the difference, Ross. I think that's 4 percentage points, 1 percentage point.
Rhodes' knee wrapped around the steel. Going to certainly restrict his mobility. The kid trying to make the tag had the right idea. Oh, what a clothesline. Beautiful Bobby hooking the near leg, and Dustin able to kick out.
Well, Beautiful Bobby almost ended this confrontation here. This contest now steps in and hooks a deep arm bar on Dustin Rhodes. Look at him driving the forearm into the face right there. If he wants to pull it back on the ear, that's a quick way to give a guy a cauliflower ear.
Beautiful Bobby in great position here. His weight very evenly distributed. That arm barred. Put pressure on the shoulder. And you notice the Dangerous Alliance keeping Dustin in their half of the ring. But look at the kid try to fight back. Quick tag. Austin in.
That's why they call it tag team wrestling, and especially in a 6-man, so important to cut the ring off.
Big right hand. Dustin Rhodes, Irish whip, Austin to the far side, but he missed that clothesline. But oh my, Austin did not miss his. He turned the natural inside out.
A full 360 by Dustin Rhodes. This could be it.
The leg is hooked. Will it be all? And Ole Anderson, that deliberate count, got 2.5.
Yeah, a little too deliberate for my thinking. As
Austin
long as he's the same way to both teams, it's consistency that matters in a referee. If he's going to count quick, you count quick both ways. Not different from one team to the other.
Dustin blocks the left, comes back with a right of his own. There's that bionic elbow. Must be a family tradition with those bionic elbows. Anderson made the tag, and he hooked the leg. 15 minutes remaining. I think they mentioned armbar, takedown. What a move. Dislocates the shoulder there, Chess.
Absolutely, and Rhodes, look at his face. He's hurting right now. You can see him yelling, "Daddy, Daddy, come save me." He's wishing he was back in high school right now, chasing the girls around.
Beautiful body, tremendous pressure. Not only the shoulder, but the elbow as well. Submission move. Double pressure. Now relinquishes the shoulder, working on the hammerlock, on that elbow. Irish whip. Far side, a kid with a crossbody. And beautiful Bobby had it well scouted. A stomp right to the midsection. And Arn Anderson with a cheap shot, that elbow right in his face, and Ole's right there. But as you said, Jess, there's only one referee. There's 6 wrestlers. And a jerk, Paul E. Dangerously.
And a what? A manager, not a jerk.
He's got him rolled up. He could hold him here. He's got it, but he couldn't do it. Austin too strong in the lower body. Comes up with that big left hand of his. Caught Dustin in the midsection.
And I'll tell you, if Dustin Rhodes doesn't make a tag pretty quick, this match is over with. Because he's been in there a long, long time while the Dangerous Alliance has been making good tags. You got Arn Anderson stepping over and sinking in with a deep armbar right there. Dustin may have to give this one up. Come back to fight another day.
Perfect application of the armbar. Wide base. Even distribution of the weight. 2 pressure points. Elbow and shoulder. He's got it locked in.
One thing you got to admit, Dangerously does get enthusiastic, doesn't he?
He is involved. He can't take that away from him. Oh my. There you see, great move there. Dustin able to smash Arn Anderson and Beautiful Bobby's heads together.
And that's 2 times now Beautiful Bobby's got his head cranked from the apron.
Austin gets the tag and prevents, more importantly, he prevents Rhodes from making the tag. Irish whip. Going left to right here. And there it is, a stun gun. The stun gun.
Oh, he tagged.
He got the tag. It helps when you're 6'5". Barry Windham, the legal man. Hip lock takeover. Nikita Koloff in.
We got all 6 of them in the ring. Rhodes isn't doing much, but Windham and Koloff are going to town.
Arn Anderson came off the top.
But he got caught coming off the top with a right to the midsection. Didn't do any damage.
Windham and Austin, the legal men, they're right above us here. Windham going for the superplex. And he got him with it. Anderson again, going up top. And he came off the top. He came off the top. And only calls for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners
And look at this fight.
disqualification.
Whoa, and Dustin Rhodes with a big forearm.
Barry Windham and the Angelo, Dustin Rhodes.
You can't say that only Anderson is anything but impartial. He disqualified a family member because he broke the rule, and Austin ramming Windham into the steel. Austin hammers Windham. They will meet again for the TV title. Oh, what a battle out here on the outside. And this war is just beginning.
And I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, when you clear this out, I'm going to go up. I'm going to get involved in the finals of the Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Bikini Contest. I'm out of here. You handle the replay, Jim Ross. I know you're capable of getting it done. I got to take a close look at the women.
All right, well, as Jesse Ventura makes his way to join Johnny B. Bad, let's go up to Eric Bischoff, who's standing by, gotta be Eric, for one very tired, but one very brave individual, Ricky Steamboat.
Thanks, Jim. And you know, one of the great things about this tremendous sport is that you have an opportunity to see two athletes the caliber of the United States heavyweight champion, Ravishing Rick Rude, and this man, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, may meet one-on-one in the center of the ring. And on any given night, one of those athletes may rise to the occasion and not only meet the challenge, but beat the challenge. First of all, Ricky Steamboat, congratulations. Thank you for being with us. I know that you've got to be physically, emotionally exhausted after that grueling battle with the U.S. heavyweight champion, but you've also have to feel elated and be at the top of your game and looking forward to a chance to meet Steamboat this time for the U.S. title.
You know something, Eric? I would like to give thanks to all the fans that have stood by me in the past several months. It's been hard on myself, my little boy, my wife, all the false accusations, all the name bashing, the name calling. Well, tonight, finally, ladies and gentlemen, in a 30-minute Ironman challenge, I proved to the world that this was my finest hour. This, without a doubt, was the hardest wrestling match of my entire career. I feel good about being on top of my game right now, and knowing that the Dangerous Alliance cannot dodge me anymore, and knowing, Ravishing Rick Rude, that I am the Iron Man, and knowing, Ravishing Rick Rude, that I am going to be knocking at your door for more United States Heavyweight Championship match. You can bet that and take it to the bank.
I'm going to tell you, as the CEO of the Dangerous Alliance, and as Ravishing Rick Rude's best friend in the world, my friend, you put on one of the greatest athletic exhibitions in the world tonight, but you have received your final chance at the U.S. heavyweight title. I don't just mean tonight, and I don't just mean this week, and I don't just mean this month. You have received your last title shot forever.
There's Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack grabbing the fatigued Steamboat from behind. He's biting him in the face. Steamboat's got to fight for his life here. Steamboat and Cactus Jack hooking it up. What has provoked this situation? There's a headbutt. The referees are out to separate. There's a security man. Cactus Jack, a mercenary, here to take Steamboat out.
Right on around here.
Well, obviously, Paulie Dangerously has hired Cactus Jack to take Steamboat completely out of WCW. I know we're going to hear more about that situation, ladies and gentlemen, in upcoming weeks. But as I look back to the beach, I see that my colleague, Jesse the Body Ventura, has, well, he's hanging out on the beach. Let's go back to the Body.
Well, I'll tell you what, I should have been the host of this contest for the First Lady of Wrestling all along. So I'm coming up here now and taking charge. Where's Johnny B. Bad? Come on here, Johnny B. Bad.
There's a new sheriff in the WCW, and he's a bad man!
Well, let me tell you something now, Johnny B. Bad. I come back here because, as I understand it, we're down to the finals. We're down to the itsy, bitsy, teeny, weeny, bikini. All right, I need a close-up because I think you've been a little biased up here in your judgment, and I'm not really sure. Do you like girls?
Oh, hush, Jesse. You're just jealous.
I'm jealous. I don't think so. Let's get on with it.
Let's do it, baby. First, we have Medusa.
Oh, yeah. I think that the competition is over. There's no doubt about it, Johnny B. Bad. I mean, check it out.
She's unbelievable, Jesse. I have to say she's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. It's all over. She's taking the full walk, too. Look at Jim Ross getting excited down there by ringside. He's hoping. He's motioning for her. Come a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Look at him. He's got tears in his eyes, Johnny B. Bad.
Let's rock and roll, strut and stroll, and drive you out of control. Come on, baby.
No doubt she was leading 51% to 49%. It's got to be up to 70 or 80% now, without a doubt.
I don't know, Jesse. I might have to agree with you, but we have not seen Missy Hyatt yet.
Well, where is...
Hold up a second, there's a problem. What's the problem, Missy?
Oh, my bathing suit, they stole my stuff.
Missy, where's the envelope that... The bikini was in the envelope. Jesse, the bikini was in the envelope.
Wait a minute, you're telling... She's trying to... Hey! You're trying to tell me that they stole her suit?
Jesse, you have no hair. Your head's as smooth as a baby's bottom.
That's right, it is, because I got a lot of testosterone. Now, what are you telling me here? That she has no bikini? Well, then there's the winner right there.
Now, hush, Jesse. Let me take a look. Jesse, I don't think she can come out like this.
Then it's all over.
No, she said she's coming out.
What? Those are my scarves! Wait a minute, Beth! Those are my scarves she's got on! This ain't no fair! That ain't no bikini, that's my scarves!
I love it, Missy. Wait a minute now. I think it's quite obvious that the First Lady of World Championship Wrestling is none other than Missy Hyatt!
Wait. No way. You are a fluke. You are a piece of you know what? And go, yeah? Right? You want to do it? Come on.
Whoa! What is that guy doing to her in there? Wait a minute, Johnny B. If you got that, then what? Here, you take it from here.
Jesse, where are you going? Jesse, now come on, Jesse, come out of there right now.
Medusa is the First Lady of WCW, no doubt about it.
Wow! Stay tuned for more on this matter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now remember the hotline will still be taking your votes. We'll have the results tomorrow on the main event on TBS with Tony and Magnum at 6:05 Eastern Time. So up until midnight Eastern Time tonight, you can call 1-900-909-9900 and cast your ballot if you choose. And Tony and Magnum will have the results for you tomorrow on the main event on TBS. And speaking of TBS, ladies and gentlemen, remember the tremendous NWA World Tag Team Title Tournament will begin this coming Monday night. That's Monday, June 22nd, 7:05 Central Time, 8:05 Eastern Time on TBS in prime time. And this is going to be something, fans. The World Tag Team Championship on the line. Let's go back to, well, I understand that Tony and Eric have something to say before we go back to the ring, guys.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much. That's right, the World Tag Team title is up for grabs next. And what a hot bikini contest. Like we said, the results will be tomorrow right here. TBS, the main event, 6:05 Eastern Time. But what about not too long ago, you were up here in the interview and the attack by Cactus Jack, Eric?
I'll tell you what, it came from out of nowhere, and all I got to say is when Ricky the Dragon Steamboat gets his hands on Cactus Jack, the hired assassin, hitman, call him whatever you want, there is going to be something to pay, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Fans, as you know, the most dominant tag team in the entire world. Scott and Rick, the Steiner brothers, the World Tag Team Champions. Maybe their most serious test right here coming up next.
Absolutely. It's going to hit the Gulf Coast by storm, and we are going to be in the center of the hurricane. Some of the hardest hitting tag team action you'll find anywhere in the world right here.
And here we go to the ring for the World Tag Team title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. It is for the WCW World Tag Team titles. Introducing first the challengers, weighing in a combined weight of 540 pounds and residing in Nagoya, Japan, Dr. Steve Williams and Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
The challengers making their way to the ring, one fall, 30-minute time limit, and the prize, the WCW World Tag Team title. This is without a doubt the most eagerly anticipated tag team matchup I can remember in many, many years, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Still out of breath. I'm still out of breath. I can't talk right now.
They weigh in a combined weight of 505 pounds from Michigan, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Rick and Scott Steiner, the Steiner Brothers.
They are the #1 seed in this Monday night's NWA World Tag Team Title Tournament on TBS. They are the greatest tag team in the world today, according to many experts. They've beaten them all. Any top team that you can name in any federation, they have owned. They have beat like a stepchild, and now the greatest test for these two from Michigan, Dr. Steve Williams and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And Jess, I'm going to say it right here. I'm predicting an upset. I'm predicting new tag team champions in this match.
Well, that's very bold of you, Jim Ross, to actually go against the Steiner brothers. It's very unique to see you say that they are not the favorites when indeed they are the champions. It's kind of weird to see the challengers possibly the odds-on favorite.
Tremendous matchup. Gordy and Williams residing most of the year in Nagoya, Japan. Steiner brothers from Bay City, Michigan. And it will be Bam Bam, Terry Gordy, and Scotty Steiner starting it out here. Scotty Steiner, as is typical, normally starts out for the Steiner brothers in the leadoff position.
Well, I think that's because he's got to, brother Rick ain't the smarter of the two, so I think he does it to give Rick a chance to watch a little bit and get his mental capacities going.
Waistlock takedown, Gordy with the advantage, and Scotty reversed it. Nice switch there. Goes behind, rolls Gordy up, had him on the shoulders only momentarily. Steiner with a ride, controlling the action here. And Gordy in the ropes. Referee Randy Anderson calls to the break, and it's a cleanup.
Should have seen what I saw in that tent, Ross. We'll talk about it after this match.
Let's do. Single leg. Nice move from behind now. Steiner trying to establish superiority there. Half Nelson trying to turn Gordy over on his shoulders. With that half Nelson, he's got a lot, Jess.
Well, you're going to see a lot of amateur moves out of both of these teams because all four competitors come up through the college ranks. They know their amateur wrestling very well.
Steiner trying to turn him. Gordy came through the School of Hard Knocks. His first match was a 16-year-old. Of course, Scotty Steiner, one of the great ones from the University of Michigan. Great Big Ten power. Both teams seem to be very cautious, and rightfully so.
Oh, absolutely. They're not in any hurry. You got a feeling out process going here with Bam Bam Gordy and Scotty Steiner. Bam Bam firing him off. Bam Bam with a little bit of weight advantage, I think, on Scott Steiner. Definitely taller.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Scotty side headlock, not long. Good big shoulder block. Oh, they slapped him in the face. And it's breaking down. Both legs now. He picked both legs up. They're going fist and fire here. It's erupted here between Gordy and Scott Steiner.
Well, throw out all the amateur wrestling now. It's getting into the pro style, a lot rougher.
The referee's got to step in there and assert himself when they're in the ropes.
Yeah, but that's an awful small referee, It's a tough position for him to be in, to try to jump in between two guys throwing elbows, forearms, and everything else, but the kitchen sink in there.
Yeah, but the rule book's all the same for any official. He's got that on his side, and that's what he's doing. He's settling them down. So good officiating, settling the guys down, make it and keep it a pure athletic contest here. And not get into a street fight type situation. And Gordy makes the tag, and then comes Dr. Death Steve Williams. Four-time wrestling All-American at the University of Oklahoma. Started 4 years for the Sooners on the gridiron. It's a lot of amateur technique here. A lot of scientific style between these two.
A lot of counters, a lot of blocking in there. You notice when somebody tries to do something upstairs, they'll hook the leg down low, wrap it around the thigh so that they can't get lifted off their feet.
Doc with a single leg. Turned on his back only momentarily. Scotty Steiner rolling through and hooking the arm there. Doc again turning. And now behind. Referee's position there. And Scotty makes the switch and the counter. Rolls him to the ropes, and again, referee calling for the break.
5 minutes left to this match. There are 25 minutes remaining.
Doc forcing Scotty in the corner right above us.
We'll see if Dr. Death roughs it up here a little bit. Yep, there came the quick knee, a second one.
Irish whip in. Oh, he caught him. Doc got down that stance, got kicked in the face, comes back, goes for the clothesline. Scotty Steiner trying to waist lock into a suplex here, but he caught the elbow instead.
Well, Dr. Death was very smart there. He felt Steiner come up behind, felt that he was going to take him up in a belly to back, but he hooked those top ropes.
Scotty Steiner, pinning predicament here, and Doc able to kick out. Scotty using his agility there. Side headlock takeover. One of the greats, Jack Briscoe, used to use that move very effectively, using his legs for the pin. Side headlock. Doc so strong, perhaps certainly one of the top 4 or 5 strongest men in the game. Tag made, and here comes Rick Steiner. The dog-faced gremlin. The heavyweight from Michigan against the heavyweight from Oklahoma. These guys used to be tag team partners with an outfit called the Varsity Club. I've been waiting on this one. And Doc backing away, gonna make Dogface a little, maybe a little mind game, because Rick Steiner's anxious to get it on too.
Well, I don't think that he has to worry about a mind game. You gotta have a mind to play a game, Ross. I'm not sure if Rick Steiner has enough mind.
All with the takedown. Avoided by Dr. Death. Rick Steiner's got a degree in education from Michigan.
Oh, yeah, right. What, kindergarten?
Trying to go for the hip lock takeover. Doc blocks it. And hooking Steiner's arm. Real test of strength here. Back in the corner. Doc of that forearm in his Steiner's under his jaw there. Referee's trying to step in. Does have a clean break.
Both teams still feeling each other out. It's early. It's Rick Steiner's first shot in the ring. He's not loosened up yet.
Collar and elbow. Steiner, that low center of gravity, certainly can give him an advantage in certain techniques and situations. He's got him to the belly. See, suplex, the first suplex of the night. And Rick Steiner hit it, and Dr. Death, landing on his lower back, rolls out of bounds here. Joined out there by Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the sign of the veteran right there. Rick Steiner hooked the suplex. He got it with authority. It stunned Dr. Death, Steve Williams, but Williams with enough experience to slide out of that ring and take the break rather than stay in there. The name of the game is win the match. Win the match. You can lose the battles, the small battles, but win the ultimate match at the end.
These two teams, as I mentioned in the NWA Tag Tournament on Clash this Monday, in the same side of the bracket. Doc of those forearms, picks him up and slams him with a lot of power. And Doc now down to three-point stance. Formerly number 76 of the Oklahoma Sooners, offensive right guard.
Whoa, and look at him catching that knee. The knee in the thigh with the shoulder.
Doc down, going in for the third time, and a Steiner line. able to kick out. Williams back up, forces Rick Steiner back to the corner. Gordy gets the tag.
And now Gordy and Dr. Death look like they're going to rough it up a little bit more.
Irish whip. They whip the elbow. Dogface able to move out of the way. Steiner with that fist. Now he's trying to lock up Gordy. Waist lock. And he broke it and took his eyes off. He relaxed to look at the referee and got suplexed out of his shoes.
That's right, Bam Bam Gordy
Hooks
stuck
the
it
leg.
right, could be the pin.
Goes for it and got two.
Smart move there by Bam Bam Gordy. He saw the mental lapse, which can happen, but no, there he got caught with it.
Wow, what a suplex there.
Rick Steiner with a suplex of his own, and both men down, tagged to Dr. Death.
Good tag by Gordy. That's how tough he is. He landed right on his head, but still had the ring savvy to make a tag. And these two guys hammering each other. And Doc taking Rick Steiner through the ropes to the outside out there on the rampway.
Hey, he pulled his tights.
The shoulder block through the ropes. He buried it. Oh, what an impact there. Williams exploded through the ropes.
You know, knowing Dr. Death, you'd have told him Steiner was a Texas Longhorn rather than a Michigan Wolverine with that shoulder block. Wow.
Well, they say the second Saturday in October is not for the weak at heart, and neither is June 20th as Rick Steiner goes over the top, Doc holding the ropes, and Scotty caught him from the outside with a clothesline, and it caused a near fall there.
Caught him with that big forearm outside the ring, you know, and I'm surprised the referee counted with outside interference like that.
Doc tags in Terry Gordy. Bam Bam in with Rick Steiner in trouble. Gordy likes to work in the lower body. He's doing it right there. Almost a half Boston Crab, Jess, but he's twisting the knee as well.
Absolutely. There you see Gordy sitting back with it. Rick Steiner with nowhere to go right now. He's got it hooked in the middle of the ring. Steiner going to have a hard time trying to make it to the ropes. He's going to have a hard time trying to muscle out because Bam Bam Gordy is quite a load that you got to push it off you.
Both these teams will be, hopefully, at the Great American Bash on Sunday, July 12th. That is our next pay-per-view. We hope that you'll be a part of it by calling this great cable company. Sting and Big Van Vader, everything but the T's crossed and the I's dotted before their big rematch. Near fall there. Almost a, he's got the legs laced there. Leaning back, pinning predicament. Gordy had the advantage, but now he doesn't.
That's because Steiner's used a lot of muscle, but there he got too close to Dr. Death, and Dr. Death greeted him with a quick kick to the face. That'll wake him up. Spinning toe hold there by Bam Bam Gordy.
Well, Scotty Steiner nailed Gordy from the outside, or Doc a while ago. Doc from the outside of the kick.
There's a hold, that spinning toe hold made famous by Dory Funk Jr., a former world champion, used that to a great effect throughout his career.
Kick to the face by Dogface Rick Steiner. Going for another suplex, and he got it. Belly-to-belly suplex. Man, when they need a big move, they go right for the suplex. Rick makes the tag to Brother Scott, who should be well rested. He's in there with Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Scotty comes in kicking away. Goes for the waistlock takedown. Going for the cover now, and Gordy kicked out. Not even at one.
Come on, Terry, get his leg. Get that leg. That's it, Terry. Hold on that leg. Hold on to it.
Here you see now the positioning is Scott Steiner has Gordy's legs tied up, but Gordy's also got Scott Steiner's leg here.
And Dr. Death is telling him, hold on to that leg. See, he's got to hold on to that leg or Gordy's going to get in a world of trouble. It's whoever can break their leg free here.
Gordy trying to hold on tenaciously to Scott Steiner's left leg. Scotty's doesn't have his control now on the lower body, moving up to the head. Almost a front face lock position, wrenches it in, turns Gordy over, and Gordy and Dr. Death made
There's
the
a
tag.
Oh, and is Scott Steiner in vulnerable position for a boot to the ribs by Dr. Death Steve Williams. Kick to the face.
Great tag by Gordy. He was in trouble, but still made the tag. Very timely.
And that's the importance of knowing where you're at in the ring in tag team wrestling. So important to cut that ring off, know where you're at.
Doc, that big foot right to the chest of Scott Steiner. Slams his head into the top turnbuckle. And to the far side, Scotty puts the brakes on there. Now he's trying to suplex Doc. Doc in the ropes there. Scotty reaching for that suplex. Wanted to suck him in and belly to belly.
Yeah, but you're not going to pull nothing over on Dr. Death Steve Williams. He's seen every kind of suplex in that 4-year career at Oklahoma. He feels it coming and knows how to block it.
Dr. Death's been in the ring with the Bannock's, the Bumgardners. He's been in the ring with all of them. And the amateur, I should say, on the mat.
There are 15 minutes
That mayor. 15 minutes have elapsed. Dr. Death in control now with that reverse chin lock. Relinquishes the hold, makes the tag, and here comes Big Bam Bam. Gordy with the right hand. Irish whip, far side, but he missed that elbow. And Scott Steiner, crossbody block, going for the cover, got two, and Gordy able to kick out. Scott Steiner trying to go for the front face lock, couldn't get the head. Gordy up, raked the eyes, it would seem.
And again, you notice how Scott Steiner is caught in the wrong corner, Jim Ross. Bam Bam Gordy and Steve Dr. Death Williams definitely using experience here on the champions and cutting that ring off on them.
And Doc with a cheap shot right on the kid's knee.
Wow.
Doc kicked him right in the leg, and when the referee turned, Doc took advantage there.
That's kind of like a clip in football. Very flagrant right there by Dr. Death Steve Williams. And look at Bam Bam Gordy going to work on that knee. Oh, yeah.
Gordy in a submission maneuver here. Has that leg tied up. And now that Scotty Steiner's left knee, seemingly the focus of their offense.
And Bam Bam Gordy has it cinched in. Look at that. Nowhere for Scott Steiner to go. The fans are clapping and they're cheering. They're trying to get some movement out of Scott Steiner, but he's got nowhere to go with Gordy's body weight on him. And look at him pulling back with that knee. Imagine what the hamstring's feeling at right now, Jim Ross.
And the very delicate knee, that ligament being stretched, being tested now by Gordy. Good point by Jesse the Body Ventura. The weight was on top of him. Gordy oh my! What a clothesline. This will be gonna be all here. He got 2.5. Clothesline caught the kid in the face, and they go right back to work on the leg. He makes the tag to Dr. Death Steve Williams. Dr. Death, who got the nickname in the 9th grade, Lakewood, Colorado Junior High.
They nicknamed him Dr. Death in junior high?
Yeah.
What was he doing, beating up everybody in school?
You got it. Kick right to the face. You're gonna see that. Scott Steiner kicked Doc in the face twice, and Doc with a double axe handle right to the spine. Gets Scott Steiner back down in a defensive situation. Kicks him in the ribs there. Very, very physical match, very brutal.
Look at how methodical Dr. Death is, measuring him for each move. The kick to the ribs, the forearm to the side of the head, wheels him into the buckle.
Scotty missed, got out of the corner, Doc missed the elbow. Fatigue setting in here.
And he went back to the knee, he kicked him in the knee again.
Scott did not have the zip in those offensive moves in that exchange, Jess. That knee has got to be killing the kid. The fatigue factor has to be setting in here for both teams, quite frankly. Double team. Lateral press, and Rick Steiner, Big Brother's in to interrupt that count.
And I'll tell you, had not Rick Steiner came in, I believe they'd have got the 1, 2, 3 there with Bam Bam Gordy. Rick Steiner had to jump in, interfere to save his brother.
Snap suplex from the front face lock, the lateral press, and Scotty Steiner again showing tremendous guts. Being able to kick out, but Gordy again ties up the legs to put more pressure on the lower body.
Look at this, he's gonna try to roll him over, I bet here. He's reaching under to get the chin. He's got the legs tied up and the knee in the small of the back. If he turns him over, he's gotta be careful not to pin himself, but it's a vicious move. Now he's gonna tag Doc and get a fresh man in. To work over the knee again, Jim Ross. Scotty Steiner ain't gonna walk when this match is over.
Well, it's going to be hard to execute a Frankenstein or any move vertical when your legs have been taken out. And Doc, very insulting, slapping Scott Steiner, who comes back with a right hand, popped Doc right in the face. And Doc's single leg pickup. Scotty didn't have a lot of zip again. That knee has got to be killing this kid, and he can't, when he's vertical, come with any power.
And he's got him over in a half Boston Crab, and he sat down on it. Oh. Rick Steiner may have to come in the ring again to save his brother in this predicament. You can hear the fans starting to rumble. They're trying to give the Michigan boys the hometown advantage here in Alabama. Not often you hear the Crimson Tide cheering for the Wolverines, Jim Ross.
You're exactly right about that. As Doc continues to wrench on that leg.
Let's go, bro! Let's go!
Pulling on the knee, twisting the knee. Putting pressure also on the ankle. Slamming it to the canvas. Vicious kick. Makes the tag and makes sure that Scott doesn't make the tag.
And another tag, and you know Rick Steiner hasn't been in the ring now in what, about 10 minutes. Scott Steiner just absorbing punishment. If he don't tag soon, Bam Bam and Dr. Death are gonna take this.
Gordy again pulling Scott Steiner at best to the center of the ring, more specifically near the corner of Williams and Gordy. Classic tag team strategy.
Yep, they knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to isolate Scott Steiner, work on the leg, keep the ring cut off, keep him in their corner, and punish him, and that's exactly what they're doing. When I look at pressure like that, Jim Ross, it makes me glad I'm retired.
Well, it makes me glad I never started. I like walking around like a normal human being. And if Wade looks here, Scotty Steiner is not going to be walking around normally when this contest is over. And these guys, with Gordy again, with that weight on the leg and twisting the knee.
Steiner's getting close. Can he make? Nope. Gordy pulled him back and tags the Doc into the ring.
Dr. Death making a house call here. And Gordy gets a kick in for good measure before he leaves. Dr. Death. Got on those shoulders. Got to block out the pain if possible and be aware of his shoulders. And look at Doc pulling back.
Doc set him up perfect there. He lifted him up so that Steiner had to lift the shoulder off to avoid a pinfall. When he lifted the shoulder off, he spun him around straight into a Boston Crab. So Steiner actually helped himself into that hold.
Boston Crab, Scott Steiner's phenomenal upper body strength. Trying to stay off this stomach, trying to walk toward his corner. Doc's got to put on the brakes here. This is the closest Scott Steiner has been to his corner in a long time. He desperately needs to tag his big brother.
If he don't tag within the next 30 seconds to a minute, I just can't see how the Steiners are ever going to survive this matchup.
Scotty again up on his hands and forearms.
The crowd trying to rise with them. Look at this.
They're close.
They made it.
The tag.
The ref,
made the
did
tag.
he see it? Yes, he did.
Dogface in with a fist and fire here. Hammering away. Irish whip for Doc. Got him up into that modified power slam. Has him too, and almost he had it. Couldn't get the leg hook. Scott Steiner's knee has been damaged badly. And the Bulldog off the second rope.
He knocked him out.
Here comes Gordy in. Dogface nails him to the outside.
Now both Steiner brothers in there with Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Oh, Gordy caught him. And Scott was hung there by his leg. Gordy saved the day there, and Doc just ran through. Rick Steiner with a vicious clothesline.
There's the cover. No, he's not going to cover him.
Front face lock. Doc's going to give him to Gordy. Gordy has made the tag. Gordy's got Rick Steiner up on his shoulder. They're on the second rope. It's legal. Big slam. Driving his shoulder right into Steiner's gut. No, there hasn't been a tag.
Referee's telling Bam Bam Gordy that no, you are the illegal man. Here's the cover.
He got it up. He got it up.
I don't know how.
Look at the guts. Look at the guts. He won't quit. Rick Scott Steiner. Still, you can see the bottom of your screen there on the right, on the left. Gordy lateral press. Dogface able to kick out. He's got his... It's up to Dogface Rick Steiner now to hold on to the title. His brother is trying to move on one leg.
And the Dogface ain't looking too good right now. Bam Bam Gordy, big chop right there. Dogface trying to fight back, but again, Gordy and Williams using that ring to their total advantage, cutting it off, tagging out, getting the fresh man back into the ring. Excellent tag team wrestling by the Japanese team.
Double shoulder block. Did they have him? We're 5 minutes and counting in this one. Inside 5, we are told. Scott Steiner on one leg on the outside. Rick Steiner has been battered with every high-impact move. Look at the strength of Dr. Death. Steiner over 250, and Doc's manhandling in that move, but Steiner kicks out. The Steiner brothers have got more guts than any team I've ever seen.
No doubt, more guts than brains. I'll give you that one, Jim Ross.
The clubbing forearm by Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And Gordy kicks him in the head with the flat of the foot.
Gordy trying to measure him, but they got to be cognizant of the time. We got to be getting down to 4 or 3 minutes to go. We heard the 5 mark.
Could be all here. Suplex. Can he hold him? Did not hook the leg. Now he's got the leg hook. 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Dr. Death back in. Rick Steiner fighting back with all he's got. Big right hands, but Doc kicks him down. Rick Steiner now, as his brother was earlier, needs to make the tag, and Williams is kicking him. Man, I mean, he's almost stomping him through the mat.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ross, if you look at this strictly from a tag team competition, Williams and Bam Bam Gordy have definitely had the advantage. They've wrestled the smarter match, and I can see why you listed them as the favorites coming in. It's not often the champs are the underdogs, but now I know why.
Well, I'm not so sure they were the favorite, Jeff. I just got a gut feeling about this one. Look at the front face lock, that reverse. A big arm of Dr. Death right across the jaw. Referee checking for a chokehold. It is not a chokehold. He's crimping the neck. Much like a sleeper, same concept. Restricting the flow of blood to the brain.
3 minutes to go, Jim Ross, 3 minutes. Rick Steiner can only hold on. I don't think he has a chance to worry about pinning. He's just got to worry about surviving.
Both men back up vertical. Doc can't hold on now. Steiner with some momentum, but Williams caught it coming off. Doc caught him and buried the knee into the midsection. A gut wrench into a salto. Power bomb. 1, 2 and a half away from new tag team champions.
And Dr. Death complaining to the referee about the tempo of the count.
Vicious front face lock. Crowd really getting into it here. We hope you're enjoying Beach Blast here on pay-per-view.
I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, it's a good thing for the Steiner brothers that this is not under collegiate rules where if you had points awarded, because had there been points in a match like this, I'd have to say Williams and Gordy would be far ahead on points right now. But this is pro.
2 minutes remaining.
The only thing that happens here is pinfall, and we're down to 2 minutes.
Both men up, throwing the heavy lumber. Right hands and a forearm to the solar plexus by Dr. Death. There's the Irish whip to the far side. He tried to go for the stampede. Steiner tried to block it. Doc's got him up on his shoulder. Dr. Death ramming Rick Steiner into the turnbuckle, carrying the big man. But Steiner jumped off and caught him with a Steiner line. And they're both down. They're both down.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a desperation move by Rick Steiner, because had Dr. Death turned and power slammed him, it would have been all over. But there again, the tag and the fresh Bam Bam Gordy in.
Gordy with the Irish whip follows him in with that clothesline. How much more can Rick Steiner take? The tag caught him again. He got him again. What impact! 1 minute remaining in the World Tag Team Championship.
What a matchup this has been. Bam Bam Gordy, Dr. Death, Steve Williams handling the WCW World Tag Champions like I've never seen them dominated before in a matchup.
Rick Steiner's calling to his corner, and he's trying to make the tag. He tags
the WCW World Tag Team Champions, still Rick and Scott Steiner.
What a wrestling match, ladies and gentlemen. A 30-minute, what a wrestling match. As hard-hitting as anything you will ever see. But I will tell you, again, the Steiners, Williams and Gordy in the same part of the bracket in the NWA World Tag Team Tournament. It's almost inevitable. They will meet again.
Oh, yeah, they'll meet again, Jim Ross, and I just hope you and I are as close to it as we were now when they do meet again.
Let's go up to Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff.
Well, Jim, you're exactly right. What a hard-hitting wrestling match, but what a hard-hitting wrestling night of competition. From Scotty Flamingo winning the light heavyweight title right off the go. And the great wins by Greg Valentine, by Ron Simmons, tremendous six-man. What about Sting and Cactus Jack? And what about that Iron Man challenge? And then that 30-minute time limit finally expired right before the Frankensteiner. Two great tag teams locking it up.
Absolutely, and to say that this one isn't over yet is an understatement. This battle between the Steiner brothers, Dr. Destiny Whip, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, it has just begun.
And fans, we will have the results of the bikini contest tomorrow night, 6:05 Eastern on the main event. Join me and Magnum TA. And don't forget the Great American Bash, our next event on pay-per-view. Back to you, Jim and Jesse.
Thank you very much, Tony Schiavone and Eric. We appreciate your work here tonight. Well, Jess, what a tag team matchup we have just seen. Well, the entire Beach Blast card has been one of the most hard-hitting pay-per-view events that I personally have ever witnessed.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, I'm glad in a way that it ended right now, because I don't think I got much more voice left after that last battle for the tag team title, the Ravishing Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, 30-minute Iron Man match, and of course, I got to walk into the tent with Medusa. You should have seen what I saw.
You're right about that. Let's talk about Sunday, July 12th, Great American Bash on this great cable company on pay-per-view. All they need are the formalities to be worked out. Sting in the rematch with Big Van Vader. Sting's ribs, a factor, plus a 200-pound weight disadvantage. What do you look for in that match if it's signed for the Bash?
Well, for the Bash, I look at this. You know, Sting took a chance tonight when he stepped into the type of match he had with Cactus Jack. Pinfalls anywhere over the Gulf Coast. Now he goes from the proverbial frying pan into the fire because he's going to step in there with Big Van Vader, the man who feels no pain, the man who fears no man, the man who hurt Sting before. I'll predict this. If it's signed Jim Ross, I think you're going to see a change of the title.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to know more about that in the next few days. Don't forget the Clash of the Champions this Monday on TBS. And don't forget at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, a special Beach Blast report on the Wrestling Hotline. For all of us here in Mobile, Alabama, good night, everybody.